Okay, hello, good evening, people. I hope you're doing very well. I'm doing fine. I got home from the... Wait, let me put something nice. I'm again only thinking about myself. I have some things that I'm looking what to cover in Girl World, what to talk about. I found some things. But honestly, there's really not much going on. It's really sad. There's not much to talk about. Look, I really enjoy these backdrops. Don't you find? But then at the same time, do you think that there's places that exist like this? Because look at this, because this is the first thing that came to my mind, and you're probably like, oh my God, Bali, where your brain goes. But could you not just jump off? Like, could you not just jump off here? Like, look at how high it is. Here, okay. Here, you see where the mouse is? There's a guard. You see, there's a guard. It's okay, this makes sense. But to have here no guard at all, this doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't look realistic, but it looks nice. There's many nice things. And now because I have my little space, I like to look and I like to get ideas, because to change and to do this. So yeah, today I was at the art event. I will show you. I got a small art thing. I'll show you in a bit. Before I forget, let me take it. And it was really nice. Very nice. Very nice. Good people. But how can I say that you want me to tell you that I had a lot of fun and I had a blast? No, but I had a good time. Not every, it was for my age. And in the end, like I say, it's important to talk to normal people and to good people and everything. And you learn things, and you pick up on things. And I can't now tell you everything, because it's too much talking about myself. But, I'm learning and guidance, and it's good. So I have some videos, but I don't know if I will put them. We'll see. Maybe as shorts, I'll put them on my other channel. It wasn't that interesting, but what can I say? The art was nice, and Ukrainian. It was 2 Ukrainian artists, and they were presenting their work. And then you had some other Ukrainian people singing. They sang some songs. You could buy the art. There was big, there was small. I bought a small piece of art. It's not, whatever. But it's in order. It's exactly like I thought to myself there, instead of sending a super chat, Wait. Wait. I was thinking to myself, instead of sending a super chat, like I usually do on YouTube. What the fuck? Go buy that little painting. Look, I'll show you. And then there was this guy that's also an artist, and he was chasing me. Oh my God, he was so annoying, And the thing is, I've not been, and it was nice. It was pleasant, because it has been a long time since I have been annoyed like that, like when I was young, where you're at an event or party and there's somebody that has their eyes on you and they're looking at you every time when you're going to the, what do you call it? Hey, Danger Otter. Hey, Kim Valena. Hey. Nice to see you. Now I don't look good since I've been home. Because listen, so what happened is my little painting. Does it have enough light? See, and I can put this on my... It's like a little painting. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice? 25 euros I paid. I can put it like this on my table. Not on this table, on my desk there. So yeah. Yeah, on a little easel, exactly. Yeah, it's just so cute. It's the point. The point is it's expensive, I know, but the point is like sending a super chat. It was the woman, you have to think, it was the woman, she was exposing her art, the Ukrainian woman exposing her art. So kind of, it was like kind of a good deed kind of thing. You get what I mean? I would never have bought this if it would not have been for this purpose. If it would not have been for the purpose of good deed purpose, I would never have bought this thing. But I bought it for this reason, to support her, in her show and her art. You went to the water park, good for you. Living life, living life, living life. That's the way to go. Also today, when I was walking around, looking around, I see so many people, everybody's in trouble, guys, like everybody's in trouble. Nobody's really living it up. Of course, you have the living up, but there's a lot of people that are just, like living, let's put it like that, living by being just simple people and being humble, simple, and, not having much stress, being grateful, gratitude for what they have. And I think that's a lot of thing what people lack, gratitude. And yeah, I see the people also. I will tell you, Brigitta, my friend, she is weird, man. If you think that I'm a lot with, I wasn't even a lot with the camera today. I made a few videos, yeah. But listen, she's all the time with the phone. She's all the time. She's obsessed with the phone. She has two phones, and she's with both of the phones. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? She's the diplomat's daughter, and she's a professional piano player, and she plays professional piano in Vienna orchestras and church and no. But she's insane. I'll talk more. She's not shy, like I'm not gonna show her on video, but she's just weird. Like, for example, she's a kind of like a hippie, but she's not. She dresses, but I don't know. I have to show you a picture to be able to make an image. But she's I don't know. She's just in her world, intelligent, traveled, smart, kind. But she's in her world. She goes in her world with her phone there, and she just talks sometimes things I don't even understand. But she's cool. She's nice. I'm glad that I have her as a friend. And through her, I met this other guy today, the one that annoyed me, but I don't care for him. But he's a artist, and he has next Friday, he has also what do you call it, art show, and people coming, and he invited me. So probably next Friday, if I don't have anything better to do, I'll go there. Now, I'm using my time to do things. The thing is, I will tell you, and I don't lie. And I am a person that I don't lie, and I speak open about my problems and everything. That it doesn't help me much, like for me to go to work and then to stay awake on YouTube and whatever, have my few shots, on YouTube, and then the next day, the only thing I'm capable of doing is let's put it like that. I don't drink when I work, everything, I don't drink, but even those few shots, because I think I'm so old or something. I don't know. My body just can't handle shit anymore. Because you guys see me that I don't drink as I used to drink before. And the thing is that if I even have those 3 shots, like if I would do that right now, have those, it doesn't even get me drunk. It doesn't even get me drunk. But the next day, the only thing I can do is manage to go to work. And then after work, the only thing that's on my mind is, I want to go home. I want to go home, I want to go home. YouTube is waiting for me. I want to go home. YouTube is waiting for me. And other people are like, hey, like you do some shopping, go take a, do something for yourself, do something social, not run home. I go to work and then I run home to the computer. And okay, fine. And then I have maybe Dennis visiting me, for some interactive time. But you know what I mean? Like, and not having those few shots, it gives you energy. It gives you energy. And like I said, I didn't, the evening finished today. And then I thought to myself, because I was in the city and this is what was going through in my mind, I can talk. This was going through my mind. I'm like, I'm in the city, these people are, like not in the mood, but I would actually, if I'm out and about, and I feel like I'm not looking too bad at that time, at that point, I'm like, why should I not, go mingle and everybody's out. But then I thought to myself, what's going to happen. You're alone. If you're alone, it's hard. And you have a drink. And that from the one drink, that can be more. And then probably maybe you'll go home and you'll be disappointed. And then you'll have YouTube and more drinks. And I'm like, no. You had a great time. You met people. It was fantastic. You're going to go home. I was home by 11:15 in the evening. That's before midnight. And I said, you know what? I have my closet to do. And I took out all my clothing from the closet and arranged it. And tomorrow I can make it nice. And then as well, I washed my sandals, because I have sandals and they are leather, they're, how you call it? Anyways, they just needed some cleaning. And I cleaned my leather sandals, and I'm really glad about myself, And I cooked for myself nicely, cleaned the kitchen, ate healthy, nice. I have fruits, I have fruit here also. And this is a good life. It's a good quality of life. I'm boring everybody now. But the thing is, I want to share this with you because I want you to also, maybe I can influence somebody. Maybe I can influence somebody with my stuff, what I'm saying. But yeah, so that was the evening, and that was my thoughts about my day. Tomorrow I have visitor, going out and then visitor, because on Sunday I'm going to church. So visitor can sleep over if visitor wants, but I'm not sleeping over at visitor's place. But then wait a moment, that's another thing, because Goran said that on Sunday he has to come to pick up his wash, so I have to do the wash tomorrow as well. So you see, my mind is solicited. But sadly still with that asshole Goran, which is a fucking annoying. But that's gonna end soon. Anyways, today I talked to him. I called him when I got home, so he doesn't say that I don't give a sign and he worries about me. I called him and he was all, cold on the phone, not joking. Yeah. I'm like, good, He wanted, I'll tell you what, people are very smart psychologically. I'm telling you, Steve, Ohio is, Goran is. What Goran wanted from me today was this. He wanted me to say, what's wrong? Like to ask him on the phone, why do you sound upset? Like, what's wrong? But I didn't. I just said, okay, fine, bye. Boom. Like I fucking don't care. But I heard it. And I knew that he was hoping or this was his expectation for me to say, oh, why are you talking like that? But no way. I don't give a shit. So you don't say, hello, everything fine? How was your day? Good? Fine. Me too, fine, bye. So I'm really glad about that. Yeah, Cockfordian. Nice to see you. Cockfordian. Mary Higgs! I'm happy that you like the background. Sorry, I have not been checking the chat. I do check, but it seems to. I will tell you something with this. When your body detoxes, the vision and everything, it has to restabilize everything, and the brain as well. I'm having trouble finding vocabulary, and you've noticed in German and in English, you've noticed it. It's just my brain is like. So yeah, I have Sprite. I have also chamomile tea, but I forgot to put sugar in it. I put sweetener, not sugar, but sweetener I put in it. Without the sweetener, The tea sucks. It doesn't suck, but I don't like it. It has to have sweetener for me. Yeah, also we're detoxing from ice cream as well. Exactly, we are. We're detoxing from ice cream also. We're detoxing from everything. But not for I still smoke. On this no. That's the only thing that I do. I don't take any other pills or medicines or whatever like other people. It's not I'm not saying, that's the thing, I'm not saying like I'm sober or something. I'm just saying that these days, I've observed, how the body reacts to when you take a break for a long time of not drinking. It's not called sobriety or sober. Okay, so blah blah blah, enough. I was speaking about this and that. I don't have much more to share. Do I? If I do, I will say. There is a Peridot came out and she says she has a warrant for her arrest. But it's such a bullshit story. I don't know if I want to go into it. We have Meredith, with her daughter, like the big day that, but we didn't see. Now, whatever, we can watch it. And then we have Rosie. But do you see that there's nobody else that is making any entertainment? Let's see what Rosie's doing, because this is, anyways, I'm not watching Rosie. I'm watching Busy Little Bee. Everybody give her a like and subscribe, because she makes the best, and it's short and to the point, because I can't watch of Rosie.
Interesting. She ends up like rage quitting. She cries because
I don't know
she saw some shit on TikTok or something and she thinks people aren't believing her hand pain. Now, I believe she's in pain. I believe anybody being that size would be in pain, especially with unmanaged type 2 diabetes and inflammation when she adds so much sodium to her diet. That's unnecessary. I think a lot of her pain is self-inflicted, and that's why I think my personal sympathy for her has been lessened. But I don't know what other creators are saying. I only watch a few other creators who cover Rosie, so I don't see it all. But she decides that she wants noodles for breakfast, so that's what we're doing.
Strange.
So let's go ahead and get started.
I woke up at like 1 a.m.
But not really.
And I just got this hankering. I just want some noodles for breakfast. And Rosie, you might be asking yourself, Rosie, what the fuck are breakfast noodles? They're just noodles you eat at breakfast and you put eggs on them. But I do want to cut into this mango.
You see that she's rage baiting. That's what she's doing. She's just saying nonsense in order to rage bait. Like, I hope you guys see it. It's so obvious, She has nothing else, and she needs the attention, and she doesn't care that people hate her. Anything, like noodles with an egg, it's just bullshit, and she knows it.
Because it's the one that I didn't realize was super fugly and looks kind of wonky, but the top part feels more ripe now. I seriously thought this was gonna be
It's so cringe to me. It's so cringe to me. Look at her. Look at her face. She's already feeling uncomfortable herself. How long can people continue the same shit day after day? Think about it. That's what I always tell you. Live your life. Just keep YouTube for fun. You can't continue the same shit day after day. You're gonna go crazy.
Unedible.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a little concerned that she was gonna cut her fingers right there. That was really close. But she eats half of this mango and then jars the other half up with cherries. I don't show that part, but this is before she even starts making her noodles.
Frank.
It's her pre-meal snack.
So nice to see you after long time.
So I got Mods in here right now. I'm eating some mango.
Come live. I know I also don't come live.
Oh, I forgot my glasses.
I think it's hilarious that she doesn't realize she forgets her glasses until she looks up and sees herself on camera. I'm telling you, they're just for a look. It's not needed for her to be able to see.
Look at her. Look at her. Look at her move. What is that? It's awful. It's monstrous. It's monstrosity, of course and she's in pain. I believe, of course, these people have to panic at some point, no? Because I know I panicked several times, and in many cases I've panicked. I don't understand, Excuse me. It's so, yeah, it's so exactly when you sneeze. It's so, I don't understand. What are these people doing with their lives? Like, I don't, like I told you today, I was observing people on the street. Nobody's doing well, but everybody got to manage. These people just don't want to do anything. They don't want to do anything. Yeah, it sucks to have to do. But think about me. I had to move countries in order. I had to move countries many times in my life. These people, Foodie Beauty moves countries, but I don't know what she's doing. But, like, what are they doing? What is their point? Like, every day, like, for how long? Like, what is still the reason that they want to live? Like, I remember when I was depressed. So now I can compare the difference, sad, and they don't feel comfortable and just making a mockery of themselves on the internet. Rosie, Layla, and all these people, instead of feeling good about themselves and about their lives and happy and good when they meet people and shining on their face. No, it's awful, man. Really.
I'm not making a jelly or jam. I just have this inspiration based on like one technique I saw on TikTok a long time ago. So it's probably not perfect or exact. I tend to just have like, because a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, that's a food I can't get enough of. And I'm kind of surprised that way to me. I don't know what to do. I tried the nut bars. Which ones did you try? Also, just all for you. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, we're gonna do noodles for breakfast.
Also making
do something else right now.
No, the thing is that I eat when I feel like eating, and I'm eating healthy now.
I do want to start like actually cooking now. I wanted to eat a little bit of the mango. It's like
you see, this is where I can't watch her with the singing, like a 5-year-old, and she knows it. She does it on purpose. This is the trigger baiting, rage baiting, whatever you call it. I don't know which one.
I won't be doing all the singing in this live.
See what I mean about her contradiction? And said I won't be doing all the singing in this live. Girl, you just sang really yucky.
Listen, I be on streams a lot. Let me be a little self-indulgent sometimes.
She's a lot self-indulgent a lot of time. Look at her. This woman does nothing but indulge her every desire.
We didn't get to go to karaoke, no. I really wanted to go. There was a queer karaoke event that Danielle told us about, and I really wanted to go. Day before, Lee was like not feeling it, and day of, Danielle texted me, and she was struggling with her own stuff. It's nothing in its business.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm not buying that for a second. I think she's trying to make Lee her scapegoat, and I think that's fucked up. Because let's be real, Rosie can't stand up for more than 2 minutes without. As sad as that is, that's her reality. That's what she's done to her own body. It's really sad that she's trying to put it on Lee and Danielle and anyone but herself,
Lee and I were just exhausted. Lee is just as much of a homebody as I am. And he also had his own reasons for like not wanting to leave the house.
It's pathetic. I don't know what else to say. I cannot comment much more.
And so
I cannot, like, I don't even know if we'll finish this video.
Never went super into detail about it because the second I say anything along those lines, I get fucking like attacked. So
I remember Lee saying that he wanted to go to the beach at least a few times while he was in Florida. They didn't even go once. She can keep trying to act like this is on Lee, but I think it's on her. And if it's him too, fine. But I think he wanted to go to the beach.
I think once I'm done eating, what I might do is I might process those 5 pounds of carrots and then like not cook them, just like process them. When you're not so caught up in being like, in how you're perceived outside of yourself, you gain so much freedom, dog.
Look,
how ironic that she says that before she cries about a reactor. Not
ramen noodles for breakfast. In Indonesia, it's common, yeah. The Asian people, it's common, but that's Indonesia. Rosie is not Indonesian. And it's just fucking unhealthy. It's like But she does it on purpose. She does it on purpose so people have what to complain and why to watch. Otherwise, people won't watch anymore. Don't you also see that I have less views? I have subscribers. It's weird, YouTube, you can understand it. Subscribers go up, so the more people are curious, but the old people, I think girl world people have stopped watching me. I'm not kidding you. I'm really not kidding you. Which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. Because some people always categorize me as girl world, which my channel was a travel channel, Bali Talks and Shares, that I had affiliation with girl world, yeah, but that does not put me in any category. So yeah.
Believing her about her hand pain. See what I mean? She talks the talk, but she will never walk the walk.
Oh, good morning, Eva. Sorry, you haven't stealthed me in a minute. So let's do some of these taste tests. Cheers. For traditional like pickled radish, it's not sweet enough. Why are you asking me if I like my hair play with? That's weird. Max, can somebody block that dude? Well, he's not my.
They've spent a total of a month and a half together, and they want to get married. Am I the only one who thinks they are rushing way too fast?
It's content. It's all for content.
Or at least she is. This just seems way too
about anymore. It's really
I'm calling them breakfast noodles, but I'm basically making similar peanut style noodles.
Sad and pathetic because we see these people, we know all these people for years, you know, and they're not, none of them are developing, none of them in any kind of way, just getting worse. And also Foodie Beauty looks pretty depressed today. I saw her on Kick. I really hope whatever she's doing, she knows what she's doing.
I just removed the seasoning oil this time, so hopefully it won't be as salty. I have the remainder of my Asian carrots, my pickled veggies, and
I'll tell you honestly, and I know that's, you know, it's just craziness, but sometimes I still think to myself that Foodie Beauty has some kind of manager behind her. Some management, you know, some manager telling her what to do, and yeah, do this and do that and like that, and I'll arrange this and that. Sometimes I do think, but I don't know. It's my imagination.
I'm making 3 fried eggs because I'm freaking hungry. I'm starving, actually.
You see, she's eating.
I don't know why, but
feeder content.
But it really does bother me when even overweight people, much less morbidly obese people, say, I'm starving. We know Rosie is really hyperbolic with her language, but that's just another example of it. Oh, I'm starving at 550 pounds. Like, I don't think you're starving.
There's social media struggles like that. Yeah, Frank.
I had to show you guys that. She is digging so hard in her ear. And do you think she washes her hands before she goes back to preparing food? Nope.
I think I'm good at helping people like process things and give insight. Like I think I'm better at it for other people more than myself.
Blah blah blah.
Her hands seem to be doing just fine to me, and
there's no meat in today's bowls. That's why I'm doing 3 eggs. What is this?
I've put so many soda cans. That's crazy.
I hope I'm not the only one, but it's really barbaric to me how she opens things with her teeth. Am I the only one?
No, like, she does it on purpose so that you have content and you can comment about it, and then she can be commented on. Like, are people still not getting it?
Okay to rip it open or to use scissors. It's totally fine.
And you're for it.
I don't usually show her eating, and I'm not including the sound on this, but I want you guys to see this because this should not be on YouTube, in my opinion.
No.
And in these ones, she just looks like she's eating like a baby.
She's eating on purpose like that. It's awful that her parents see this. And that's, remember when I was the only one that called out her parents. Everybody was like, oh, Rosie, this is... I was like, fuck the parents. Fuck the parents. The parents see this shit. And the parents are living it up in Norway on Norway's benefits. You understand what I mean? The pieces of shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, you assholes. Assholes. You see your kid like that and you say it's okay. You don't put a stop to it. Look at what you raised there. It looks fucked up. And she knows it. She's gross.
Or a toddler, like, and she's trying to protect her food.
Yeah, she's doing it on purpose. It's so disgusting.
I don't search up myself. I don't know why the algorithm serves me videos about myself. I really don't get it. I was really struggling mentally. It was like after my live with the hand cramp, and someone clipped.
You know what? I will tell you something. When okay, this is a little bit extreme, but you know, we talk about everything. When I was obese, you know, when I was heavier, I remember going to the toilet and doing number 2 and being shocked, you know, with how much, you know, like, I'm like, oh my God, that couldn't have come out of me. How big am I? That couldn't have come out of me. How big am I? Imagine Rosie going to the toilet. Like, I'm sure she clogs up the toilet. Don't these people have to have special toilets? Hey, oh boy. Don't these people have to have special toilets or something? Like, the poop can't fit, man, how much comes out of that. I'm not kidding you. I never clogged up the toilet, but the bowl full. Okay, that was probably too much. But the thing is, it's a normal discussion about the human body, and it's not, I didn't say any words or something.
A reactor, and I scrolled away within like 15 seconds. But within the first like 15 seconds of the video, it was him theorizing my hand cramp being faked for sympathy. And it set me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. It pissed me off so bad because I'm sick and fucking tired of people acting like, oh, I'm just here for the jokes when you're being actively fucking ableist.
Is it out of the realm of possibility for people to think maybe she's faking this since she was told she's not autistic and still claims she is? You don't listen to doctors, Rosie, and you tend to malinger and feign symptoms that you know other people have who deal with these types of problems. So people are going to call you out. If you're that bothered by an outsider's opinion of you, maybe it's time to log off. Maybe take a break. Why are you so worried about what a stranger thinks of you? That's what I want to know.
And I'm just tired. I just want to be authentic in my experiences without being called a liar. My hand hurts.
I'm tired. I'm not doing anything in my life. What is wrong with these people? I want to slap them. You're tired of yourself. You're tired of yourself, but you don't want to admit it. Yeah, I also would hate it. Imagine this life every day in that kitchen, and that's your life, and stuffing, and that's your life. Imagine that. What's there to live for? Just food. You can't move. The food is yeah, it is what it is. People have to make choices and priorities. Look at her face.
I massaged it out, and I held my pinky differently, but apparently, because I was still holding the bread, I'm lying.
This poor me performance victim bullshit is for the birds. I can't hang.
Yeah.
But I want to show you guys how she went off. So I'll let Rosie take us out with the rage quit, and you'll see when it ends. It ends like very abruptly.
I'm glad that we saw this now. I would have hated to miss it. It's pathetic.
When I don't talk about how much pain I'm in, and I'm ignoring it and working around it, I'm faking because I'm good. When I'm experiencing it and I'm talking about it, I'm faking it because I perform it.
Stupid.
And I'm just trying to live my life around the pain.
This is yet another really irrational reaction to something very minor. I believe it was Pulpy who was watching it and said, am I a terrible person if I say that this looks performative? That brought her to tears like this. This should not be someone who is on the internet as a social media quote unquote influencer.
Yeah.
This woman cannot take the slightest criticism without falling apart. But honestly, I think something is going on behind the scenes. That's really the whole cause for this. She just won't tell us. It'll all come out eventually, though, I'm sure.
And then I stopped watching shit about it. I do all the steps. I stopped putting myself in front of all of it. And then the algorithms still serve me shit.
Well, the algorithm does go by what you search for, what categories you're looking at. Your algorithm says a lot about you, just like my algorithm says a lot about me. I watch a lot of Girl World and Lol Cow stuff on YouTube, so that's what I tend to get served.
Well, you think I'm a piece of shit because I come off on to people and rant and I'm rude and whatever, and you think I'm a liar, whatever, man. But like, my pain is real. I'm not making that up. I'm not weaponizing it. It's just there.
Do something about it, bitch.
Constant.
Do something about it, bitch.
Everything.
You're not doing anything about it.
My pain is real.
Now, do I think Rosie's in pain? Hell yeah. Moving helps. Moving helps a damn lot, especially when you have inflammation. You're large like that. You need to move, Rosie. I don't understand this breakdown. Like I said, I think there's things going on behind the scenes that we're not aware of yet that we'll learn later, but that's causing her to break down like this over dumb shit. Right. What do you guys think about all this? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in my next.
Busy little bee. Give her a like and subscribe. What else did I see? Meredith. If you like, you like. In the end, honestly, now my channel is, like I said, it's just people that want to hang out with me. I don't have anything to cover in this girl world. There's PERIDOT, you know. Okay, let's listen to PERIDOT, to her craziness. She is girl world because she bullshits that she knows Foodie Beauty in real life, that they were together. Not together, that they were in... that they know each other from the past, which is bullshit. She's just trying to... What's the word? What's the word when you try to get popularity from someone else? Clout baiting. I almost forgot. Thanks God my brain is still there.
Standing right at the door. So I said, yes. And he said, hi. And I hello. And he said, I want to tell you a quick story, and then I got to go. I got to get ready to leave. There is an active warrant for my arrest. Yeah. So not yesterday, the day before, there's a knock at my door, and I look out the people, and it looks like a cop. So I said to the cop, just hang on a second. Let me throw some clothes on. I open the door, and there's two. There's one standing to the right and one standing right at the door. So I said, yes. And he said, hi. And I, hello. And he said, I hate to bother you. He said, but last night, we got a call coming from this, like, regarding this room, my room, about a man screaming. So I looked at the cops and I went, this is a joke, right?
I'll speed it up.
So I'm looking and I'm like, something doesn't seem right here. Like, first of all,
you see,
they're both in cities.
This woman also has the desperation and tendency to really want to stream and to talk and to show her breasts, just like Layla. But different topic. Layla, narcissist, just about herself. And this one, I don't know if you I don't think she's narcissistic, but she's how you call that? Fuck my vocabulary. Cunning, cunning, like suspicious, you know what I mean? Like grifting after interest. Not honest, but yet deceitful.
The one cop to the right has a pair of shorts on, like khakis. Like, this just seems weird. So anyway, I said, I assure you, there's nothing. What do you mean screaming? Like, what does that mean? And he and I went, and are you sure here? And he went, yeah, there is a report that there is a man screaming. And I went, from inside my room, and he said, inside, outside, but here. And I went, listen, I'm here by myself, right? And Clover and Pippi. And I said, if you like, you can
cute meowing.
come into my room. I'm not hiding anything.
The only thing cute about the whole Wade video.
Not hiding from him. I assure you. And when is that? Like, I promise you, if there was a man screaming from my room, it's not a bad thing. So anyway, I said this is just
what information to tell, as if you see, this is where you already know that the story is fabulated and fabricated, because no one will tell any cop, if a man is screaming from my room, be sure it's not a bad thing. No woman will say that.
You're crazy. Like, there's a camera right there. Like, why don't you go downstairs and ask the front desk to look at the surveillance? It's dead in this building. It's literally dead. The only time this building really has much occupancy is whenever there's government checks. So I said, this is just kind of crazy. I'm sorry that I can't help you, but there was nothing. I assure you, I'm here by myself and I don't have any neighbors. I know that there is paranormal activity here, but it's not here. So anyway, I said, I'm sorry that I can't help you anymore. But again, there's surveillance, go downstairs. But if I do recall anything, which isn't going to happen, I'll be sure to let you know. So the one man says, okay, thank you, Tracy. And I went, you're welcome. I closed the door and I get back to doing what I was doing. And something just doesn't seem right with all of this. So now they came about 1:30 in the afternoon. So I'm sitting with this on my bed. I'm like, something doesn't seem right. So I ended up about 5 o'clock. Hang on a second. Oh, my sweet darling. Sorry. So about 5 o'clock, I end up phoning the non-emergency number, a non-emergency police. And I leave a message, and the message just basically said, hi, my name's Tracy. I'm staying at this address. 2 police showed up about 1:30 this afternoon. Could somebody just call me back and confirm that these were indeed police? Like, something just doesn't seem right. Like, I'm a little suspect about this. So a few minutes later.
You see, Frank, can you notice how she is like, how she pre-prepped this, like, people are sad and weird.
Later, I get a call back and it's the police.
It's like me, okay, you see, when I talk about myself or, my shit, like today, well, I went to this event and this, nothing is prepped because I can't even make sense out of it. I'm like, yeah, and I met this person and blah, 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 and because it all just comes in, because I talk naturally, but these people, you can sense that it's all prepped.
Hi, is this Tracy? And I said, it is. And he goes, I just listened to your message. What makes you suspicious? And I said, well, actually, a number of things are kind of rubbing me the wrong way.
As if, come on, as if anybody, officialities would take time to ask her, because they care about her opinion about what makes her suspicious, but okay, let her have a story that she fabricated,
Pippi, what you do, baby? I said, first of all, the one cop was wearing khaki shorts. So the cop on the phone, he goes, I assure you, like, there's different divisions. And yes, some of our police do wear shorts. I said, yeah, I understand that. I said, but this just seems wrong. Like, it seems wrong. I said, not only that, I said, the cop told me that this was from the night before. Like, they were coming and investigating some screaming coming from my room the night before. Like, for them to show up like 12 or 14 hours later seems a little weird to me. So the cop on the phone goes, it just could be a timing thing. And I said, okay, you're right, whatever. I said, but here's the last thing that's kind of bothering me. He knew my name. So I'm talking to the cop a little bit, and the cop goes, so are you worried about this? I said, yeah, well, it seems a little suspect. So I'm making some small talk with the cop on the phone. And the cop was asking me, so how long have you been staying there?
PERIDOT, just shut the fuck up and just let your cats meow. It's going to be better content. And I'm sure your cats are meowing, shut up, you're talking shit. Shut up, you're talking shit.
And I told him, and he goes, why are you there? And I told him, again, it's like I'm basically, without trying to sound weak, like I'm a victim of circumstances. So I said, it's weird. Like, I was working in construction and that just went, like, I guess I got terminated. But prior to that, I lost my apartment that was connected to my job. And subsequently, I'm staying here trying to fight to get back what was taken. And some justice.
You're staying like in a hotel, man, Peridot. We've seen your bed. We've seen how you live. You stay very nice. You know, do you understand? People like I have had in my life situations where I lived very well, you know, like in my parents' hotel, and I lived very well. And then I've had moments where I had to stay on couches. You get through those times. There's ups and downs in life. That's what creates a person. You got to go through ups and downs. You got to experience life in order to create yourself. And you have to have them. I've even slept on the street. And that is not a lie. I slept one night on the street because I couldn't find my way home. But that doesn't matter. The point is that I slept on the street and I was okay. You get through things. These people look her completely begging for 1 year, living like a queen and still begging, man, and still begging. What is wrong with people? I don't understand.
Here. So I'm talking to the cop, you know, making small talk a little bit, like just between him and I. So he says to me, Tracy. And I said, yes. And he goes, is your middle name this? I said, it is. Is this your last name? I said, well, it's pronounced this way, but close enough. He goes, would you verify your birth date for me? I said, of course. So I did. So the man says, happy belated. And I said, thank you. He said, you're very observant, Tracy. And I went, I know. He said, you're right. They're not police. So I went, so what's going on? He goes, you're right. They're not police. They're detectives. Okay. And he goes, and there is an active warrant for your arrest.
Do you believe this story? This is the biggest bullshit story I've heard in a long, long time. They ask her, you know, what do you find suspicious? And they're like, no, they're detectives. Shut up. On what? On that little prop? On what? Give me a break. When you dream, what do you take, Peridot? You know, like what you smoke, what you take, that you have these imaginations and this that you have this fantasy and this imagination, great imagination. I would like to know. Maybe I need some, you know, to maybe I can achieve more in my life. Maybe I can see the things that you see. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to see any shit like that. But you know what I mean? Like, it's delusional. These people are whack. Oh, the more I look at the YouTube people, the more whack they become, you know? Like, I just think to myself, what is your life? You're talking there so big. What have you done, you know, like, since years? If it would be like just, you know, like, 1 year I'm doing this. But if we know you since fucking years, we've been following you. What have you done in all these fucking years? What have you fucking done? And still you're yapping there and still donate and e-begging. What is wrong with these people? Go do something with your lives. Live your lives. Live your lives. And you're not trees. You can fucking move if it's not good wherever you are. It took me a fucking long time. Thanks to my friend Jessica Messica. She made me move anyways, I was going to move. But she made me move for sure and faster. She made it, you know, like she took the Band-Aid. You know how they say when you take a Band-Aid off, you know, rip it off so it doesn't hurt. You know, that's what Jessica Messica did for me with what she did. She made that move for me for Ohio, Vienna, boom, so sporadic and fast.
Excuse me? He said, yeah, there is an active warrant for your arrest. However, you're not in any trouble. I said, I'm like extremely confused by this. Like, what is going on? And again, I have to be very careful with choosing my words here. So he said, you're not in any trouble. They are detectives, and we have been looking for you. I went, well, I'm not really that hard to find. So he started asking me a series of like some more questions. And this time it's like not so cute anymore. And one of the questions he said to me was, would there be any reason for anybody to be looking for you?
Oh my God.
Hang on a second. Sorry.
She's a wanted woman. Peridot is look at her face. She's a wanted woman. I was thinking that they're going to ask, what, you know, like, how do you finance this? How have you been financing this? What is your income? What is your work? No, they ask her, is anybody looking for you? Because you're so important.
Make this really short. So he said, is there any reason for anybody to be looking for you? And I went, well, I didn't even know you guys were looking for me. So I suppose. And I said to him, I am extremely confused by this. I don't know what's going on. And he said, I need you to come to the police station. And I'm like, for what? He goes, we need to take your fingerprints. So I said to him, this is kind of weird to me. And I'm a little leery about this. Like, my fingerprints for what? Like, I haven't committed any crime. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I'm saying to the cop on the phone, like, there has been a lot of injustice. What has been broken? I haven't committed any crime. The last crime I committed, it wasn't even a crime. The last time I was involved with the police was 21 years ago, and it was an assault against my ex. I have not, I promise you, I assure you, I haven't committed a crime. So the cop says to me, this is about, this has to do with March or May. And I went, March or May? I said, I can tell you that in May, I witnessed a car accident where I stayed and rendered what first aid I could. I stayed and rendered what I could for help. I stayed until the police came. I gave a report. I was to go to court for some reason, which I did. I stayed more than half the day, and then somebody told me I didn't need to stay there, so I left. Police that I've had. So the cop said to me, we need you to come down for fingerprints. And I'm like, what for?
Okay, that's fine.
Like, this is weird. On change, but after 21 years, I'm sure would not release my check until I signed this form, giving them full and total access to, of course, not only all of my banking information, my private information, but that they can look into my court case. And if there is a judgment, that they can go after my judgment to repay them back anything that Ontario Works has given me during this process. So I went downtown. This is about 3 months ago, if you remember. I signed this paper, and it was so nice out, I didn't want to come right back here. So I started walking from downtown, heading back into this direction. And I had been walking for about 2 hours, I guess, maybe an hour or whatever. And I ended up at London East. Okay, so I was downtown. I did some stuff around downtown, and then I started heading back this way. I got to London East, which is where the police station is. And I started making a video of this, actually. And I don't believe I posted it, but I probably still have it. I went into the police station because something had been going on. I was working at a grocery store. You guys know this now. And Stacy,
story.
For very good reason. Now she's coming into my work, and she's coming into my work to evoke some problems. She's not coming in there. We're going to ruin Tracy now. First, we're going to ruin Tracy. I assure you, nothing is going to happen. Okay. So as it turns out right now, my good people, I am currently wanted.
Okay, yeah, let's listen now.
There is an active warrant for my arrest. I was a friend of mine I was talking to, because not only did I give the police everybody's name, but I've also given 2 other people who are personal friends of mine. I have sent off their name, some of their names to these people, so that in
so what you put you're weird.
case something happens to me, please go look at these people.
Okay, I get it. But maybe those people don't want to be as, I don't know.
I guess I can tell you now very safely now, since it's been a while. If you guys recall, I was in the hospital before I came here for 5 days. If you recall, the doctor had asked me if I had eaten tinfoil. I'm safe to say this now. I was not in the hospital for 5 days because of a blood clot. I was not in the hospital for 5 days.
Have you eaten tinfoil? You understand how messed up she is?
I can't tell you everything. But I was in the hospital for a reason, and it has nothing to do with blood clots and Crohn's. I can't tell you any more information than that right now. Okay, I can't. But trust and believe that that person's name has also been put into a system, so to speak. So here's where I am today. I am in dire need of some assistance. Hang on. Okay, I got to wrap this up so I don't keep you guys. A week ago, this happened. Remember, and the stitches are doing good. I had to go down to Ontario Works to sign a paper before they would release my check, if you guys remember. I had already signed the check. I had already signed these papers. That was what happened when I went to Ontario Works, and then I went for a walk and ended up at the police station. Ontario Works seems to be playing a mighty big game. Week up, I had to go down and sign a paper that I've already signed before they would release the check. They released the check, and they have taken an additional $72 off of my check. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a sucky baby. Ontario Works has decided to take off an additional $72 off of my check, leaving me less than $250 a month. Everything that I do seems to be a massive fight. Like, I don't know why. So yesterday I'm on the phone, emailing Ontario Works. Like, what the hell is this? Like, they won't give me a bus pass. I am hooked up to another agency to help me get employment, and they won't even give me a bus pass. However, as I said at the beginning of the month, this place is packed. As soon as a government check, Trillium, GST, whatever, Ontario Works, disability, as soon as those checks come out, this place is packed. And then groups of them smoke their check away, and then they're back out on the streets again. Well,
she speaks about the same thing all the time. Peridot, why don't you just re-upload the same video over and over? You speak the same shit every time, in every video. It's not normal.
I am literally screaming for pennies.
Again,
so I am in a little bit of a need here. Again,
always every video it's the same.
Hungry, extremely hungry.
I wish that I would have the capability, that I could clip like other people, clip, boom, 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 this, and then from the other video again where she boom, boom, and just to see how many times she always, I'm in need, I'm hungry, and it's so pathetic. And she does this every time, every video for over a year, man. She pays her rent and everything, and I don't know who. That's my question, guys, to you, because she doesn't have so many subscribers. Who sends her money, man? Who sends her money? I really, really want to know. I really want to know. I would even, that's crazy, I'm like, hey, I'll send you $100. Just tell me not the names, but what kind of people send you money? Is it old women? Is it people from church? Like, because that's the only thing I can imagine to myself. That she has one or two old ladies, and then church people, like church, I don't know, but obviously people are sending her money, otherwise she wouldn't keep on asking, wouldn't keep on grifting and e-begging.
And I am really behind in the rent here. I'm going to link my PayPal, okay? If you can help, even with bail, I don't know. I have to go to the police station today and find out what's going on here. I don't know if I'm going to be arrested. I don't know. They're saying that I'm not, but I don't know what any of this is. Oh, my cat is sneezing. I'm a little overwhelmed at the situation that is going on here. For them to cut more money off of my check. I was only getting $320 at the beginning, and now they've cut it by an additional $72. So I was talking with whoever yesterday, and now I've got to go sign more papers. This is just insane to me. So
tomorrow you're going to say the same thing over again, right?
I guess I'm making this video in part that I'm going to go down to the police station. If you don't hear from me, can somebody try and find me? To the people that have the names, use the name. Me having a warrant.
Shut up.
Time, if you can do anything to help.
Fucking scummy, grifting asshole. You lazy asshole, scummy, grifting asshole. You're living there. You don't seem to be having any troubles for over a year with your tea and your healthiness and your this and your that, and you're an asshole, and you know it. You're an asshole, and you fucking know it. Shame on you. It's all gonna come back to you. Things always come back to people, man. I know. I've seen it, and it has happened to me. Wait. Okay, the next thing. Let's see. Hold on. Is there anything interesting going on right now? Jessica. They're not doing anything. They're just chatting there. Nothing to watch. And yeah, so Meredith, let's see what happened. I'm sorry. I understand if you leave and you don't want to watch. I don't have anything, and I was talking to you about this great mother. That is a better mother than Layla. And I wonder what Layla did while this mother was doing this. Layla went streaming, and then watching what people speak about her, what people say about her. That's what Layla was doing all day. Nothing more, nothing less. Or writing down, not writing. She doesn't need to write down. Or thinking about what story she's gonna say. Like I'm at work. I don't know.
It is 7 o'clock in the morning. All the cats slept with EXO. So let's get them out so they can eat breakfast.
You see?
There they are.
All the 4 cats. Do you see what a good cat mommy she is? She's such a good mother and a good pet owner and everything. You see all the cats slept with the daughter before the daughter left. Isn't that cute? How did the cats know, that? Or maybe the daughter closed them in her room, all 4 of them. Probably that's what happened. And they didn't argue, So they slept all 4 with her. That's nice.
Time for breakfast. I'm looking rough. It's 7:13. I just rolled out of bed. I did not sleep well last night at all. I couldn't sleep.
Also me. Remember I told you yesterday, if you were listening to my live, I told you at night, one of my thoughts will be Meredith. And it was. And I was laughing to myself in my not dream, in my bed while trying to fall asleep. Because I knew that Meredith and the daughter will come to my mind, and I said it on YouTube. Yeah, it's sad.
But like 2 in the morning, 3, crying, just laying there like, I don't know. And then I'm thinking, am I being dramatic? But and then I Googled parents, sending their kids off to.
What do you think Layla is feeling when she hears some mother like this? Am I being dramatic that I care too much? Oh my God, you see what opposites, and then you can say whatever, I don't know how to react. I don't know how to clip. But if somebody would clip, this woman and Layla, there's the same situation, mother, daughter going to college, same situation, exact same, nothing different at all. Nothing different at all. And you see the difference of behavior of Meredith as a mother and then Layla as a mother. For me, this is amazing because I compare the two,
College, and they said it's like a form of grieving almost, Anyway.
You think Layla's grieving after her daughter? No.
I'm not being dramatic. It's hard. The cats are about to be dramatic if they don't get their food. I'm not taking Sophia on her walk because I take her on a walk at 7 a.m. every morning. And she's like clockwork. The Frank is going to be here at 8 and we're going to load the truck. So I can't do it today.
Look.
So, sorry.
What can she do? I'm not getting it. What can she do? I didn't catch on to it.
It's going to be here at 8 and we're going to load the truck. So I can't do it today.
She doesn't want to load the truck.
So, sorry, Sophia. Anyway, I just want to say
the dog.
I'm going to get the cats fed.
I didn't know.
Get my coffee going. Wake up and pack this truck. All right, we got most of it. Brian is going to have to take that and these boxes because I can't get it. And the scooter. There's Sophia. It is 11:30. Brian and his lady just left. They took everything else. This is it. It's a wrap. I'm doing laundry. always. I'm going to come in here and tidy up, but it's all packed. I just have this random stuff up here. This is to clean the room when we get there. Medicine toolkit.
You think Layla has this prepared? Or do you think that that would ever have crossed her mind to have stuff like this prepared for her daughter? Please, please tell me. Imagine what a mother. Her mother arranged her daughter with everything for college, with everything. From headphones to clothing to I don't know what, to whatever the kid needed and wanted. And even cleaning stuff. The mother's supplying the daughter with cleaning stuff, with medicine. I didn't have that shit going on. I didn't have shit like this going on in my life. Nobody cared about if I needed anything. It's like I had to manage my own self. When I was since age 13, 14, my grandmother didn't do much, you know, like I had to manage myself. Like, wait, let me fix up what I'm just saying right now. My grandmother didn't do very much. My grandmother was fantastic. My grandmother took care of the apartment, did the wash, cooked for me. Yes, she did that. What I mean is that I had to arrange everything. If I had to go on a trip, I had to know, do I need medicine? What do I need to have with me? Do I have that? I had to arrange, you know, take those responsibilities on my own. Nobody took any responsibilities from me for giving me shelter to sleep and for feeding me. And yeah, that my grandmother took very good care of me. I never was hungry or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, and she cooked well. Yeah, like, my grandma was fantastic. But she didn't know how to do shit like this. Finish. I don't know.
And then look at this. Look at all this laundry, guys. This isn't even all of it. I've got another hamper, this hamper, this hamper, this, and then another load drying. Like, I don't even know, but it's fine. I'm doing the laundry. This is Doodles. Say hi, Doodles. And just tidying up. It's only 11:30. Like I said, we're not leaving. We're not leaving until this evening, which I would have rather left not so late, but it's okay. We have to wait till Will gets off work. And obviously we're not going to go without Will. We're going to go with Will, but damn, it's going to be a late night. I mean, we probably won't get to the hotel and checked in and ready to go to sleep until like maybe 2. And then we have to be up and ready to go at the school to get the keys to the dorm, I think at 8:30, I think. I'm not sure. So it's just going to be late. But that's okay. That's okay. Actually, we could have moved in today, like now. But
you see how worried she is? I know it's boring, guys, but in the end, it's just some things that I observe. I observe this to comment on Layla, you know, like.
It's okay. I'm accommodating.
We don't only have to watch, you know, that's the thing. We don't only have to watch the negative people doing wrong. We can also see the people that do right. It's okay to watch both sides and then compare. But I know that there's a lot of people, especially in girl world, that cannot do that. They just want to stick to, let's just look at the negative sides and bitch and repeat the bitching tomorrow again.
Anyway, I'm going to keep going and
make no point. We are here not to make any point. We're here to just rage and donate, e-bag.
Circles. But I think around 1 o'clock or 1:30, XO and I are going to go have some lunch together. I'm in the middle of folding all these clothes. The cat is still in the basket sleeping. And now Sophia.
See, that's a normal life. That's what I'm trying to tell you people also, you know. You can do YouTube, but still have a normal life, you know. And
is under the warm blankets. So I'm not too much progress.
Live life, you know.
Look at how she's
I could get back You have to keep in mind, because I was very drunk from the year 2020, from 2020 until 2024, 4 years, I was pretty drunk. And I lost those years, like I lost some nice years of my life, like four, like 39, 40, 41, 42. No, 42. I'm now 42. I believe that I lost age 38, 39, 40, 41. So the 4 years of my life, I believe I could have spent much nicer and better. But I was just not willing, like to take charge anymore in life. I gave up on life. I didn't want to live anymore. Then I said, okay, fine, I'll continue because there's somebody that loves me, and wants to marry me. And then I'm like, but I won't have any expectations of life. I will just let it come to me as it comes. And it sure came very well to me in Ohio with my husband. It sure hit me well. So, but that's my lesson, I said, okay, I'll live, but I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to try to do anything with my life. I'm just going to be grateful. And look what happened. I wasted all those years. Probably if I wouldn't have, where I would be right now at this very moment. But those are useless thoughts, but still, you should never neglect to think like that. You should never neglect to think like that and analyze, and because like I said, you only have this life one time.
I'm finishing up some laundry. EXO and I are getting ready to go.
Just think to yourself, like I think to myself, I'm in my 40s right now, and I think, okay, 20 years ago I was 20, yeah, and I was like, fuck man, that was a good time, and the best years, those are over. And now exactly the amount of time that I had from age 20 until 40, that time frame of 20 years, that's exactly what I still have in front of me. And I don't have much more until 60. After 60, what the fuck am I still going to be fucking much doing? Nothing. I just got 20 more years left. And even if now I'm taking care of my health, because I want those 20 years. I don't want to die ugly in some ugly way now. But, like, there's not much left. 20 years, exactly what I had spent from 20 until 40, that time frame I have left, and that's it. And then that's my life, if I'm even lucky to have that. So I'm gonna try to not fuck over any more years because I already just lost 4 years. I need those 4 years back. I will never get them.
To lunch, but like, I'm gonna miss my kid, obviously. EXO's friends are whatever. Everyone's gonna miss everybody.
Layla, can you imagine Layla talking so much about her child? Can you imagine? It's just, for me, astonishing. The difference, how people can be so different, but yet we all have brains, but our brains are so different, personalities are so different.
Cats are gonna miss EXO. These cats are not gonna know what to do. These cats follow EXO around like EXO is the queen of the cats. You know what I mean?
Poor cats.
So I kind of feel bad because they don't know. They're going to be like, hey, where did our person go? I don't know. I think about those things. And
yeah,
these little kittens, like they love EXO. I told EXO that I would start sleeping with my bedroom door open if the cats wanted to come and sleep with me. I don't know. But anyway, I just thought I'd show you the cats. We just finished eating at Golden Corral, and we are ready to explode. It was $12.99 for each of us, $12.99 a person for lunch, $37. We got our $37 worth.
That's a lot. And think about 37, that's like $40, and that's just on one, lunch. And she had to buy this for her daughter, and the medicine, and that, and that. Imagine how much money this woman spends on her kid. I'm not kidding you. And she does everything for her child, like really. And the child, how to say, is a little bit spoiled. I'm gonna not, you don't hear her talking much, but I can see by her face, I can study people's facial expressions, and I can see the child is a little bit spoiled. She's not a nasty person. She's respectful to her mom, and very respectful, But she doesn't mind her mom spending money on her.
Food.
Instead of saying, Mom, maybe you should work less, take some time to yourself, and we'll try to cut down on bills or something like that. That would be a nice thing to say. That's just me thinking.
There's XO. It was good. Look.
Pretty.
It's a moonflower. It's only the second one that's bloomed.
I thought that tree was dead, to be honest.
This? No. There's, I don't know when they bloom, but there's only been 2. This is only the second time it's bloomed. And this must be, obviously, the flower.
Don't touch it.
And then there it is. Guys, it is 11 o'clock and we are on the other side of Richmond because I'm not going through Richmond. So we're going kind of around Richmond. We stopped to do a potty break and get some coffee. The kids are getting some.
You see, why can't Layla make vlogs like this? Why can't she stream? No, streaming is fucked up. Why can't she make videos like this? Streaming is not social, guys. If you're some big, if you're a big YouTuber and you're with your camera, okay, it makes sense because you're a celebrity and, you don't have to feel embarrassed. But if you're just, are with your friends or family out and you're with the phone yapping and showing, it looks stupid. Out of place. And if you think it's normal, that means that your head is very out of place. You'll realize it, and I don't know how much delayed you are mentally.
Food. I'm getting back in this truck. We have got this thing loaded down. I'm getting coffee. The kids are getting some food.
Again, the kids are getting food. Do you see? Do you see how spoiled? Every day, out eating. But okay, it's before the departure, so I'm not going. But I'm just saying, do you think that Brooklyn was treated that way before her departure from home, before departing from her dog? No, I'm sure not. I'm sure it wasn't a nice departure for her to go to college. It wasn't the same kind of departure with the family bringing you and with everything packed up.
I'm getting back.
Mom having arranged everything.
In this truck, we have got this thing loaded down. I got some coffee. The kids are playing Uno while we drive. Anyway, it's 11:11. I'm tired. We still probably have like a decent amount to go. Probably, I don't even know, but I'm just tired. And we didn't get it. We got a late start because I had to wait for Emmy, and that's fine. We had a late start, but we're rolling now, and we're doing pretty good. I just wanted to check in. I hope you guys are having a good night. We'll probably get to the hotel around 1 o'clock, but that's okay. We're here and we're doing it. We made it, guys. It's 2 o'clock in the morning because the GPS went freaking crazy and took us the wrong way. But we're here.
Look how nice.
Look at us.
Isn't that cool? I'm so happy that I also get to, because I follow her life. I'm so happy I feel part of the experience. I'm not kidding you. It's parasocial. Yes, indeed. But it's a nice experience. It's positive. It gives me good vibes. Thanks, Meredith. Look how nice.
Us right now.
The brother and the sister are also very tight. Very nice family.
All right, guys. Room tour at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Look how look at the room. But where are they? They're in a hotel. No, they're not in the. Yeah, they're in a hotel. Yeah.
All right. Here's the bathroom.
Hey, you're 20 years old, dude. 20.
Bathroom. Okay. Okay. Nice tub. We're not staying at the hotel on the campus. I'm exhausted. It's 2:30 in the morning. GPS did us dirty. Did us dirty. Okay. Nice big giant TV.
Yeah, you doing that.
And then bed. I'm not getting you guys at all. And then
YouTube. Did you hear that? One more time. You know, I'm going to repeat it a few more times. Did you hear how she respects her children to not put them in her YouTube vlogs that she likes to do? Look, listen.
It's not getting you guys at all. Bed. I'm not getting you guys at all.
You see? You see that?
And then
YouTube.
kids.
That's what's normal. That's what's normal. That's normal how to be on YouTube with your life, you know, and sharing whatever, venting, sharing this, sharing memories, nice things, venting, and showing your life. That's okay, man, but do it this way. This is the best example of a person I can give you. It makes sense.
Oh, what's your YouTube?
Boring vlogs.
What's your YouTube? Boring vlogs. No, you're not boring at all, Meredith.
And here we are. And then there's mountains, bugs.
Oh, what's your YouTube?
Boring vlogs.
Did you hear that? She didn't feel like answering. She didn't feel like answering when she's like, she has to answer. Did you hear it one more time? I love it when I catch people in these moments, when the authentic moments of, you know, reality.
I see YouTube.
Boring kids.
Oh, what's your YouTube?
Boring vlogs.
I want to see boring
And
vlogs.
then here we are. And then there's mountains. We're right by Liberty University. Mountains. But that's not where we're going, guys.
Well, I like vlogs. I want to see the best vlog.
And that's it. All right. Good night, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. As always, a vlog again tomorrow. Wish me luck moving my child in. Wish me luck, guys.
We
guys.
we wish you luck, Meredith, and thanks for the super videos and everything. Everybody give Meredith a like. I want to be sure that I gave her a like. No, I
Good
didn't.
morning. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. All the cats slept with EXO. So let's get them.
Okay, I'm going to watch this. If you want to hear my commentary, remember, guys, it's following. I cannot do magic and cover topics that don't interest me. It is what it is. I'm not saying that I'm more interesting and the other people that find that interesting are less. No, people have different interests, but at some points, you know, that just happens also in love relationships, you know, in life relationships, love. People just change, you know, and if you don't like to tune in, I will never take it personally that I cannot cover all those topics that other people are covering. Anyways, it's better because then you always have a diversity, and at the same time you always have a small group to come to, you know. Remember, so this guy, German in Venice, yeah, he was very cocky and very fixated on becoming the next Arnold Schwarzenegger in America, in Venice. In the end, he didn't manage that, nothing with acting career, and he got really frustrated, and I think he gained a lot of weight, but he made a YouTube channel, and this Adam the Woo was a very big person on YouTube, Adam the Woo, and I don't know, I watched the videos, not my kind of video and not my kind of guy, but whatever. America's America, that's all I gotta say about that. And Adam the Woo kind of, you know, lifted him up, and he has now a YouTube channel. The guy makes, because I checked Social Blade, and he uploads every day, but he's running out of ideas and he's getting weirder and weirder. But I check on Social Blade, he makes 200-300 a day, something like that, or per month, I don't know. Let's put like that, 4,000 he makes a month for sure. 3,000-4,000 he makes a month. So that's okay, you know, like if you can live with 3,000-4,000 and you're fine with that and you like this kind of work every day, I say why not? I say why not? But it makes sense that way. Okay, and he has to also go back. He has to leave America to go to Germany. Why? I don't know. Or because of his mom, to take care of his mom. Or because in America, dude, man, the guy doesn't have anything left to do there. All he does is YouTube, you know, like he has no family. He has nothing there. Nothing. His aspirations and, you know, dreams, you know, kind of, you know, reach the maximum, which is YouTube. And he can do the YouTube from Germany. I wrote him many times in the comments. He didn't block me. He hearts my comments. But I wrote him many times in the comments, what are you doing in America if you could come living in Europe? Maybe that's why he listened to my advice, and maybe that's why he's going now. Let's see.
Man, I was just here a few hours ago. Where did the time go? I just slept, got up, and now I'm back here in front of 7-Eleven. Some people think I'm going crazy with the video I posted yesterday, that I'm talking to myself.
Yeah. He's now talking because he doesn't have ideas anymore, guys. This is hilarious. I love that I'm covering this. He doesn't have ideas anymore, and he's making this kind of, you know, skit, you know, talking to himself. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I find it funny. I find it inventive. I find it funny. And it's, you know, the GIV, he's very narcissistic. Of course, he has to show himself, you know. He is very narcissistic. And that's okay, because movie stars, whether successful or not, they are narcissistic people.
People think I have anxiety. Some people have, what did they say, HDND or whatever they said. No, I don't have that.
Oh, I'm loving this the most. They're saying it's HDND. Anxiety. This is getting funny. I wanted to write him also yesterday a comment good that I didn't write, but my comment wasn't gonna be like, you're weird. I was gonna write good new idea or something like that, you know, like basically confirming and affirming that I caught on, that he's trying to switch up his game. Something like that, but I didn't write it.
All that stuff. I'm just tried something new. That's what it was.
Oh, I didn't know you were listening. How cool would that be if you would film somebody and you can read their mind, what they really think? So, yeah. So another video, the sun.
You see there, I can put it to you in explanation very quick. Because he's fascinated very much with movies and all of that world. He believed, you know, how cool it would be, you know, let's try to put it on camera. The idea how cool it would be if you could read somebody's mind, you know, so basically like narrating his mind. So he thought it was going to be a cool take, and I also thought it was a cool take, but I guess he got a lot of weird comments. He got a lot of weird comments from that. And he's not going to do it now anymore. You see, that sucks. It sucks when people put you down. I thought it was not a bad idea. I really enjoyed the video. I also want to write him in the comments and that this is one of your best videos. Yeah.
Sun is about to set. And before I tell you where I'm going right now, I just want to let you know that my mom's birthday is on August 26th. So I'll be in Germany, and hopefully we're going to celebrate her birthday. Hopefully she'll be able to travel. We have some plans, but I haven't booked anything yet, so we have to see how it goes. But just to let you know, on the 26th. And I have no idea how long I'm going to stay. I might stay a month, 2 months, 3 months. Who knows? It just.
You see what I mean? People don't know what to do anymore with life. The YouTube thing runs well, you know. For some people, 2 years. For some people, 4. For some people, maybe 6, 7. But at some point, it's not something forever going, you know. And people should realize that at the very beginning before they invest their time into it. If they think that they reached, oh, now I reached this membership and subscribers, and now every month I'm going to have this coming in forever and forever. No, it's not like that. Not at all. And a lot of people are not aware of that. I'm telling you.
I have to see how it works out. I might want to come back for Halloween. I said that before, but I'm not sure. So the sun is about to set. I haven't filmed anything yet, but we're going to meet up with some friends at the Puente Hills Mall in the City of Industry. And you might know that mall, Twin Pines Mall, from the movie Back to the Future. No, it's not going to be another Back to the Future vlog.
He knows everything. I'm telling you, GIV knows everything about movies. There's nothing that he doesn't know about movies. He's like an encyclopedia of actors, everything. He knows where he's right now, Venice there, or wherever he's, I don't know, Venice, yeah. He knows where the movie stars, where they were standing, and it's insane. It's insane. It's like very passionate.
It's just that there's, man, that motorcycle is loud. It's just that there's some people from the East Coast, some YouTubers from the East Coast are coming. There's BC DeLorean from Canada is coming. And we just want to hang out. Those are just friends that want to hang out. And I'm not sure.
That's very good. I'm very happy to hear that for you. That's very good news. I think you're going to have a good time.
If I'm going to film tonight or not, because it all depends how the vibe is. If we're just friends hanging out, talking about Adam.
Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see that I always say things before other people say things? Like, fuck, can somebody please? I know you are here but I was just talking about how YouTube changes and it's not normal to film when you're with friends, and it's you're not seen as normal, and nobody will consider it normal for you to be around with people, you know, having a good time, but with the phone, you get what I mean? He's just saying what I've just previously stated.
The good old times. But I think, why not? Oh, there goes the bus right there. I'm glad that I have this car right here and don't have to take the bus. So, like I said, I have to see what people think, how they feel if I film. But I would like to do it because then you can see also what's going on. And I'm sitting here in front of 7-Eleven because traffic is so bad right now. It takes me 1 hour and 15 minutes to get there. Normally it takes me like 30 minutes. So I'm kind of waiting it out right now here. And then I'm going up there to the City of Industry. Well, we'll see what the day brings, and maybe tonight, if nothing is happening at the mall, if I don't film there, you know me, I always find something to film. But I want to wish everybody a great weekend. It's Friday, so by the time you watch,
I always find something to film. You have to, dude. You have to, and you're struggling. I can see you struggling, but you do a good job. I give you so much credit, but you have to. It must be hard. I'm so glad that I don't have that pressure. I don't like what I'm doing right now, and I'm not going to be doing what I'm doing right now forever. But I'm glad that I don't have this pressure on my head. Every day, you know, you have to be entertaining. Every day you have to, you know, and be interesting. It's just impossible, I find. I think it's very hard, very hard. A part that you have to be a personality, you know, and make the text and make the dialogue and find the subject. You also got to take care of the fucking filming and editing. It's like, really, you better make money. If you don't make money from all that input, man, then you're crazy.
Thursday, but by the time you're watching this video, it's going to be Friday. And guess what? You're off work and you can have 2 days off and do whatever you want to do. So enjoy your weekend. I appreciate you guys watching. And now I'm going to get...
It's awful, you see, and this is where he annoys me sometimes, because he doesn't realize, because he always says, you know, it's weekend, enjoy your weekend. You know, he always makes himself, and that's a little bit arrogant, but he's too narcissistic to realize psychologically that it comes off arrogant, or maybe he doesn't even care. But it's really not cool to say to people that, you know, have to work in the morning, you know, and every day, to say, it's your weekend. You know, I don't have a weekend, because, you know, he always makes fun. This is my work. This is my work. Yeah. Well, you see, that's all going to bite you in the ass, GIV, when you were all smug about it and not thinking about us behind the computer, you know, that we don't have this kind of work like you. Let's see how you're going to do with your work next year and the year after that. What are you going to be showing?
Get something cold to drink. This is still from yesterday. And that one guy said in the video...
A lot of people are just watching you, and you know that, because they're curious what you're going to come up with. Just like me, the same reason.
Man, when I saw you drinking that one-day-old coffee, I don't want to know a food review from you, because your taste is not correct. The taste is not correct for anybody anyway, you know. Some people, they like this.
And he always uses the same movies, music, you know, for action scenes and for scenes, you know, always the same. I think he used it like over 5 million times. I can't imitate it, but it's he has 2 tracks that he repeats all the time, and that's it. In I don't know how many K videos.
Eat the same thing. I say, how can you eat this? But like 11-hour coffee tastes sometimes really good. What happened before is, so it was night, I bought the coffee and I left it in the car all day, and it was super hot, and the milk or something turned sour in there. So when I was drinking it, it tasted terrible. You might be right there. And it's funny, you know, I tried something new yesterday. You've seen what I did with the video, like my thinking.
Yeah.
And I always talked about how bad that was the worst movie I've seen, the terrible movie I saw. And some guy posted, you know, it's sometimes people don't get my jokes, but maybe I don't get his joke either. So he said, he said, this is the worst movie you ever done. That movie was terrible. My video was terrible. So I'm thinking, was it really that bad? But it also could be that he refers to the video, to the movie. What I said, the movie was
terrible. You see, it's so tricky. So he's just admitting how psychologically fucking tricky this YouTube is. Because you don't know, you know, who's trolling and who's not trolling. And you always second guess yourself. And you always have to come with new ideas. It's hard.
Terrible. That movie was terrible. So maybe he was writing... that video was terrible. Maybe it's a joke. I don't know, but at least he watched it. So some people get my jokes, some people don't get my jokes. It's hard. It's hard to come up with new stuff all the time. And being a comedian... Did
I not say this? I just said this also. I always say things exactly before the person says it. I did not watch this video before. I wouldn't watch it 2 times. I'm watching it together with you now.
On stage... respect to most of those people. Some things are hilarious, just everyday things.
I always say things before people say it. It's happened too many times. Every
day sometimes can be really funny. So I hope I'm gonna catch some funny stuff here today for you guys, and I hope I'm gonna make you laugh. And yes, I'm thinking about buying that jacket. I might have to go back, and I know it was too big for me, but you know, like when you do a video, you just want to do it quick. I'm not going to try on like 5 different jackets just for the video. So I might going to buy that jacket. I really liked it too. I thought it would look good with some jeans, some cowboy boots.
Has a shopping.
And we'll see. You don't get to see the...
He has a shopping addiction. He likes to buy stuff. Shirts and shoes like that.
11 during the day, too often, so that's what it looks like during the day. Big Gulp from 7-Eleven, 89 cents. They went up from 69 cents. So every time you go to 7-Eleven, there's always people panhandling. And not only here, every 7-Eleven. So every time you go in, you have to make a decision. Do you give the guy money? Who are you going to give money? You're going to give this guy money. If you give this guy money, you have to give everybody money. Sometimes you decide not to give any money. So how do you make the decision who to give money to and who not to give money to? I mean, if I see people, like sometimes the guy opens the door for me, or at least an effort, smiles at me. It all depends. And
you see, this again is when you have too much time on your mind to think. He has no family. He has nothing to do. He has literally nothing to do in his life. Nothing. And that's when people think about bullshit like that. Who do I give money to? Should I? It's just, these are thoughts, you know, boom. You don't have to think about it. Don't waste your time on thoughts like that. Act on the moment, but don't sit afterwards and think about it. That's my opinion. But, you know, I'm me.
I guess that's how life also works when you meet people, you know, the first impression, how you actually talk to the people, that all makes
no occupation, no solicitation. They got nothing to do in their lives. But yeah, you have this YouTube. And you have pressure from it because you have to invent new things. But you were flaunting how this is your work. You're working. There's many videos where he does that, you know. Very smug, you know. I'm working. I'm making a video.
The difference. That's how people decide if they like you or they don't like you. So, I don't know. Just a thought. Hey, there's my laundromat. I'm going to see you in the next couple days. Uh-oh. Traffic already starts right here before I even go on the freeway. But hopefully I'll be in downtown when the sun goes down. It might be really nice sunset. You know what's even worse than driving your car on the freeway? Driving in a bus on the freeway. Be happy that you can sit at home and watch the video on your TV, not being in traffic. I love driving here, seeing all those palm trees on the freeway. That looks good.
What the fuck? What is going on? I'm sneezing. You cannot tell me that in the heat wave the heat wave is finishing on Monday. You cannot tell me that when it's finishing I'm getting a cold. No. It must be pollen or dust from probably because I did my cupboard. There was all that dust inside.
I didn't catch the sunset over downtown LA, but it's still a beautiful view from here.
Nice. It's nice, but what are you gonna do with that view? What can you do with that view? You can't do anything. You just look at it, you know? What's the view gonna do for you? Look at it. And do what while you're looking at it? It's better if you can walk around, this and that, you know, just looking at big buildings.
The sky is definitely on fire in Santa Monica and Venice.
America is just consistent of street and highway.
Love it. Well, I made it to the Puente Hill Mall. This is where Marty came down with the skateboard. You've seen it hundreds of times. They're my friends in the parking lot. And I can't believe they actually tear down the soup plantation right here. There used to be this soup plantation right here on the right. They teared everything down. I mean, it's always nice to come back here and see that parking lot where it happened. I've been in LA for a long time, but I never crossed my mind that this is the mall where they filmed everything. I thought maybe it was a movie studio, or maybe it was a different mall in a different state or whatever.
Thank you.
It took a long time for me to find out that this is actually the parking lot where they filmed it, and then I came down here. So I guess it was 6 years ago when I started my YouTube channel. So I missed all those years not coming here. But I went to so many.
See what I told you? What did I tell you? If you listened to me before, people that usually their YouTube channel goes good, you know, if they make it, they're lucky. If it goes good 1-2 years, and then pretty lucky 3-4 years, and then very lucky 6-7 years. But after the 6th year, it becomes challenging, I believe, for every YouTuber. For every YouTuber. There's how can you still keep it maintained? To go higher is kind of impossible. You know, you have to do, I don't know what you got to do. So you reach your climax, and you got to maintain that climax level that you're at and not sink. And when you start sinking, I think that's when people get into depression. Yes, I do believe, because then they're like, whoa, what am I going to do next? And they get this demotivated because they're sinking, and they have at the same time have to be motivated to come up with a new idea to keep it going. Must be very, very, very tough life as a YouTuber.
Many times now, so it's always good to go to places you've seen in the movies, so I love it. So any of the guys you see here, they all know Adam.
I already have, yeah. I have. Yeah. I'm talking about other YouTubers. I forgot to consider myself, because I myself also have, it's sad. I didn't think, but yeah, I myself have 6 years. I'm in the 6-year category. It doesn't really reflect on me, because my channel is going up. It is really going up. But the thing is, my views are going down. Nobody's watching. And it doesn't matter, you know, it's just YouTube sometimes doesn't make sense.
And it just came from the East Coast. I think they're going to go to the D26, I guess. It's something has to do with Disneyland. 24-hour fitness is closed. And I like it that there's no cars in the parking lot. Before, there was always people parked their car here. You could never really match up pictures. I mean, I matched them up all. Those cars are from the people that are meeting up here today. And it looks like we're going to squeeze one more meeting out here out of that mall before they're going to tear it down. So I think everybody meets up in October. So I just want to introduce some of the people. You probably met him many times before.
Nerd Location.
Nerd Location. There's Adam on the shirt. Delta Bravo. This is Ryan. I don't even know if I say your name right.
He's doing such a mistake with his stupid YouTube filming his friends, but whatever. You know, you just see that it's an addiction and people just can't help it. He's like, man, I think that in his head is like, I know I shouldn't, but I really want it as content, you know? I think that's what is in it. I need it as content.
Right all the time.
Exactly right.
Rayan, all right.
I don't think they're comfortable.
Then on this side.
Don't turn it off.
What's your channel?
Explore with Teo.
Say it one more time so people understand.
Explore with Teo.
Explore with
That's my name, Teo.
See, I don't know Teo or how do you pronounce it, you know? There's Kevin. He's always the organizer of all the Back to the Future stuff.
From the future.events.
All right. And it looks like we can squeeze out another meeting this year, I think it looks like, right?
We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
If we don't get arrested.
And then there's Brian. You met him many times on my channel. I'm going to tell you guys a cool story about him in a minute. And this gentleman is a Goonies friend with all the Adams guys up in the BC Boondocks right there. BC DeLorean. This is Kevin. His son is not here today. And there is Eric. You met Eric before. And we'll see who else is here. That we know each other for a while too. And I actually see videos where you always popped up. What was that? Going back, and
we're going back.
That was the 30th anniversary, right?
Yeah.
That's how long you've been.
Okay, I'm not interested in all the stories of these guys.
I was about to buy one, but I forgot.
I'll give you one. You should have told me at Midsummer Scream. I had a whole bunch with you.
I know, that's what I missed. But I want to ask you, when was the first time you came to this location right here? Because you've been one of the trailblazers right here, Back to the Future. Do you remember?
I think my aunt lived like 4 or 5 blocks that way.
Uh-huh.
And I think I came here in like 1989.
What?
Right when the second movie was coming out. And we went to McDonald's down there. She goes, oh, you know, they filmed I was talking about Back to the Future Part 2. Like, I want to go see that movie. And she was like, you know, they filmed that movie right down the street at the mall. I was like, what? So that was my first movie location ever.
Oh, wow.
She brought me to this mall, and there was a Toys R Us either, I think it was in the mall, or it was across the street. I think it was in the mall.
Yeah.
And I got to go to McDonald's, Toys R Us, and the freaking Back to the Future mall.
Nice.
For the first time on the same day. That was my first movie location. Probably 1989. Right here.
I was just asking because I've been living for the longest and I never knew they filmed it right here. So that was pretty cool.
Really?
I watched you and Adam, of course. You're doing the Back to the Future movie.
You know, he found the stairs at Universal from Back to the Future Part 2.
I heard, yes.
This guy right here, when you go get that shot,
then Adam put, and no one knew where it was. They had to email me. I gate kept that for years, just as a social experiment. I would tell people, but you had to email me. But then Adam made so many videos there, and he always made them while he was staying in the hotel, so people figured it out. And then he ran down there to film it. This is how awesome Adam was. He ran down there just to film a video to shout out, like, I only knew about this because of Justin.
Dude, that's what I was just about to say. Every time we went to that, probably 3 times we went with Randy, and we went twice. Every time he was like, Justin found this.
It was hard. Yeah, I mean, this is really hard. I don't even know how you did it.
That was hard. That's a long story, dude.
But thank you for all you do for the Back to the Future community.
I do it for fun. I love doing it. And, you know, people that can.
This is content. Awesome. I just like commenting about
but he only puts his half of a face. That reminds me of that guy from that. Weird.
That was the last night I spent with him. That was the last night I saw him.
Yeah, but you went to the Goonie house with him. You know, I was supposed to be there, but I was in Germany, so I couldn't really make it.
You're gonna come next year, right?
Hopefully, I'm actually going to do to Astoria with Brian. We want to go see the house, you know. And
good.
And then I want to go to Canada. We'll see what's going to happen, you know.
You got to get up to BC DeLorean, right?
That's where you invited me just now, so I might going to do that. But
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's good. Because you were the whole time talking.
How stupid this is.
Hi, Lee's in bed right now, and I wish I was sleepy, but my insomnia is really bad, and it's gonna be for probably at least a couple more.
These people are really pushing, man. They're pushing e-begging, they're pushing donating, they're pushing cringe content, they're pushing trigger baiting, they're pushing rage baiting. They're not pushing masturbating.
More days before it maybe equals out, fingers crossed, given my normal patterns with this kind of stuff. Because I already took THC, felt it for a while, and it's already starting to fade. So even THC didn't help me sleep this time, which that always sucks when that happens. Like, that's...
Okay, trauma dumping.
Continues to amaze me.
Cringe.
And we're gonna do some stuff, so let's get
We're fine. We're back to wiggling our ugly little fingers. The ugly little fingers. Asshole.
I gotta get set up. I'll see y'all later. My boyfriend's asleep. I tried filming a clip a little earlier, but I was so spacey, man. I feel a little more like put together, but I'm really insomniatic and struggling to sleep. And I just made
bullshit
of the ability to make it happen. We're gonna trust the process.
Bullshit.
And I really like those candles, so. Hi friends, we are out to run a couple errands real quick. We're going to the post office, and I think we're gonna pick up a little lunch, dinner. I don't know what time it is. I took a brief nap. I have not been sleeping much, so we haven't done the cake yet, so I'm not gonna talk in detail about that yet. That's gonna be tonight. We are just taking it slow today, and we both have some like real life shit to deal with that we're gonna be doing probably.
This is old. I was confused there. Oh my god. Okay, I cannot follow this bullshit. This is one of her videos she posted that's a long time ago, like from before. I thought this is recent.
Actually, he's gonna be dealing with tonight, and I may sleep more because I didn't sleep as much as he did. I need to catch up on some sleep, but somebody is a really good distraction. So I am so thrilled.
What's on her mouth? What's going on her lip and on her? What's going on with the mouth? It looks weird, you know. It looks like, if you look at the mouth, you know, and the nose, it looks like a sticker, you know, like a round sticker, you know, just stuck on some white paper. Doesn't even look like a face anymore. Think about it. Just visualize what I see. The lips and the nose and the chin, you know, the round like an egg. It's like a sticker egg, you know, stuck on white paper. Doesn't even look like a head anymore.
Like, I don't know. I don't feel as anxious right now.
Yeah, like Family Guy.
Because you're here. Love it. So yeah. So anyway,
Look how messed up, how ugly. What's up here? What's going on?
Gonna say hi. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Alright. This trip is gonna be a lot more low key. You do have some fun ideas. Like, we have tie-dye stuff. We have a couple things I want to make videos with.
Making kit.
Oh yeah, you got a bead bracelet making kit. A bead bracelet making kit. Yeah, words are words. So
special.
do you want bamboo or metal forks?
Metal.
Oh.
It's easier to cut the cake that way.
How disgusting, how cringe, how awful everything is, but
I got a knife for that.
I can glimpse through it, but I wouldn't be able to look at much of this.
I don't need a knife for that.
Oh, you're right. What you just said. Yeah, I get what you mean. Oh, question. Do you just want to share a big slice? Because I don't know how much I actually want.
Sure.
Let's just share a big slice.
What's he meant to say?
Let's just do.
No.
Is that good? Both of us? Yeah.
Look at his stupid face. Look at his stupid face. Oh my god. Oh my god. The guy's so obnoxious. Obnoxious. And look at her face. They're both so fucking obnoxious.
That came out really nice. Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty that is.
Aww. Okay.
It's so pretty. Okay, I get the first bite because I'm birthday boy.
Yes, go for it. While you do that, I'm going to show the camera cross section.
Ooh.
Yeah. I found a really good recipe, and I followed it. Well, I made some. I have to rosify a recipe, or it just doesn't happen.
With his face and his hands, they're both insufferable.
You know, but I made very minor adjustments, and I'm like the adjustments that I made. Ooh, let me try it. I'll try for the center. I love the frosting. Wait a little bit. I'm probably gonna want this to sit for a minute because I like it a little more room temp than like fresh out of the fridge.
Room temperature.
I like it fresh out of the fridge.
You do? Okay, cool.
It's good.
What was that? What was that grab?
It's good.
So good.
It's great. It's really good.
With her hand, she always does that. It's so fucking annoying, and they're doing it on purpose. Look at their faces. They're being annoying on purpose.
Yep. That's the move.
Okay.
The black ones he wears all the time. I got a 4-pack of those. And I got him this really cool like dragon shirt from a place called really Dragon Vibe.
It's really nice.
It came today actually instead of like we were able to open it. Or like, I don't know, maybe I could just like lose 2 more.
You see what I mean? No.
Okay. Well, whenever you're craving cake, there's a whole fucking cake here.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna want much of it, to be honest. I'm gonna have like a little bit here.
Be honest.
It's a shame I can't.
Honest.
Well, I'm gonna be here for a while. So.
I mean, if you want to freeze part of it, we can freeze a chunk of it. Actually, we should do that.
Well, I can't. Didn't lift me back to Texas.
No shit, Sherlock. But like, you're gonna be here for 3 weeks, so we can freeze a chunk of it and like near the end of the.
So stupid, man.
We can pull it out.
Look how ugly they both are.
You're so like, why am I so the focus? There you go. Babe,
So
you make that face so often to like in pictures and stuff, and I'm like, what are you doing? Are you being mischievous? What are you doing? What's the vibes here?
It's for you to decide, my lady.
Okay, not the milady shit. Good God, babe.
No, really.
Listen, we're already in a distant
It's
relationship.
really disturbing.
We don't need to fucking lean into that meme, okay? We don't need to do that. We don't look at me. No. We don't need to do this right now, okay?
Really
what are you doing?
Disturbing.
What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here.
You know what? That's so real. That's so real.
I just work here.
I'm just here. I just work here. You see how people give themselves away? Because that's in his mind. For him, it's work. This is an investment of his time in order to get somewhere with something, you know, a contact or whatever. Somewhere with something. It's an investment. It's work.
It's work here. Does this feel like work to you?
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh my gosh. We have fun.
Yeah, we do.
That said everything to me. Whatever. We have fun.
So
we're in Florida. We're in my house. And guys, the internet has no clue.
Nope.
I love that for me.
Me too.
Do you know what that means? The people I've told I can actually fucking trust.
Yeah.
That's tea.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I think in total, not including your family, I'm getting close to 10 people knowing.
I think she's
definitely over 5.
Yeah.
There's been a few. I'm gonna come back on live and not give away that you're here. I'm scared. Like, I'm nervous.
What you're doing for the live, you know, and just just focus on what you're doing for the live, you know.
Yeah,
and
focus on YouTube. Focus on YouTube. YouTube star streaming.
That's why we need to go back to the post office sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
We're gonna take him to work and then go straight to the post office. So I'm really glad you like the cake.
I loved it.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Awful.
I-
Bye.
Which, like, the flavor is a little more prominent.
She's awful. I just can't stand Rosie. I could never stand her. It's just disgusting. She's a disgusting human. She's not a human being. She's a disgusting creature, man. Fuck me. This is annoying me. What is this? The Baked Korean is on. You can check out. I just want to see this, and then anyways, I'm going.
It's a Sri Lankan guy from the.
I have I'm going to depart. I just want to see this quickly with you. Anyways, I would clicked on it, and whilst we watch a little bit to see what it is.
UK, and as soon as I saw him, I was like, "That," but it's not. It's just a guy, and he's one of the worst pieces of chaos ever. I can't believe the first time I see representation from Scam City, it's finally a guy who's actually probably at the bottom of the barrel. Of course, he's someone who cheats on his wife. I mean, that's a given. But for the first time, he's on call with the Scamfish team, talking about how he wants this other girl. And she walks in the room while he's on call, and he hasn't told her or his family about it, and he plays it off like it's nothing. Take a look. You'll see it more in the video, but this is just a little piece. And now I want to walk you through this video.
Third moment was we were doing the interview with him, and his wife and daughter walked into the room.
Yeah, you can go and grab your stuff.
This is the conversation in which he's talking about a 20-something or a girl that he calls like a goddess, someone that he wants to bang. Now, if that's not bad enough, he gave away $50,000 of his money to her because it's a romance scam, and of course they want money. But if that's not bad enough, he has a daughter about her age. What? I don't know where you want to rank this one, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, we're going to take a deep dive. Brace yourself, buckle your seatbelts, fellows and fellowettes, and let's take a look at this dumb dude. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm so happy to have you here. And as you can tell, a positive guy. All right.
Hey, Connor. Hey, we got a new case in. It's from a man named Shri.
So as the episode starts, I noticed something. Drew is white now. That's a new change. But his name is also Connor. And he looks nice and all that, but he's not my Drew. So I'm waiting for Drew to come back, please, and thank you. But anyway, Connor is somewhere far away, and he's talking about the new case.
Telling me she loves me and wants a future together. I'm still married, but my wife doesn't know about this, and I've been feeling conflicted.
There's so many things. Firstly, his name Sri Lanka. That helps so much. Can we do this more often? I'm China. Can I call you Chai? Is that racial? Well, you can call me Ind. Well, I guess you can call me Sa. Anyway, I see why they didn't do it now. This dude is married.
I watch him. I do watch him. He's a funny dude.
The first instance he's going to tell, the first group of people, is not going to be his wife, his daughter, or anyone else. It's going to be his scamfish team. That's an odd way to break that news to someone, I gotta say.
Big babies, I'm going to be honest. I'm incredibly clumsy. So you can imagine how I feel when I have my phone on me. That's why I've been testing these Casetify cases for a week, and I can tell you the results are spectacular. What I like is that you don't have to choose between protection and style. These impact cases are military grade tested, feel super durable, but still look clean. I like minimalism, so I went with this two-tone black and gray case that looks really sleek for me. I also have this cassette tape case that looks really cool. They have so many different designs depending on your style and taste. I forgot why I was telling you guys I was clumsy. Oh yeah. That's why. So glad Casetify's military grade and its raised bezel and camera ring help deliver extra defense for your screen and lenses. I also picked the snappy mirror grip stand, which has been surprisingly useful. I use it while traveling or while I'm in the home to prop up my phone and watch stuff hands-free, and they're MagSafe compatible. Plus, you can easily snap any accessory onto it. If you want to check them out, I've got a link and a QR code for 15% off select items for a limited time only. Get to shopping, big babies.
Let me read it. Rami introduced me to a crypto investment platform, and I've invested close to $48,000 believing we were building something together. You were. Generational wealth for the scammer. The returns look promising at first, but now I've been asked for additional payments, and I'm starting to question everything. I could probably tell you when you should start questioning everything. As soon as you see the girl and you see him, you're like,
investment platform, and I've invested close to $48,000 believing we were building something, and I really want her to believe she's real.
Here's the one. I've even put a picture of her on my desk, and I really want her to believe and I really want her to believe she's real. I don't know what that means. I just need to know the truth before I go any further. This man is married and has a picture of a random white girl on his desk. What is the question that your wife would ask? Like, who's that, honey? Is that, what is he gonna say? Like, don't you recognize our kid? Like, what the fuck do you even say to this thing right there? You'd be better off buying like a Playboy calendar or something. You can explain that. It's like, honey, you don't have the fake titties she does. I'm gonna stare at that now. This is like unexplainable. Why do you have a picture of a random girl that has nothing to do with our life on your desk?
Sincerely, Shri.
Okay, my name is Shri. I'm based in UK since 1997.
He's a very charismatic and charming fellow, as you can tell. He doesn't even like have that. Some of the people at least have like that, like, hey, my name's Dave. Yeah, I've just been busting my ass, work in the field for 3 days. Something like that. He's just like, yeah, Sri Lanka, worked. Like, I like bad bitches, you know. So it seems like a confession.
I graduated from University of London. I've been working in mental health.
He's got a nice smile there. Got that lip covering smile. He got like some protection on them. Smile. That's a new one. I've never seen someone smile.
After
we see the teeth come out the side. That's interesting.
12 years now, so I'm thoroughly enjoying that. It's my passion. I married him back in 19.
You see, he's one of those people that just have natural humor in him. There's some people that try to be funny and they force it. You know, but this is a person that is naturally funny.
98.
look at this picture, bro. He looks like he's gonna commit some heinous shit. Those are like the shoulders of a dude who's like, I'm gonna dash out of my family. I'm about to leave. I'm about to dine and dash. I'm about to do some crazy shit. Maybe go to jail. Why? Every picture of him looks like it's some incriminating sort of evidence.
Daughter, she's 18 now. As always, the marriage actually is reasonably happy.
As always, the marriage is reasonably happy. Spoken like a guy who's about to cheat on his wife, right? As always, it's a pretty happy marriage. I don't know, can't complain, but I'll find a way to. I'm sorry, but like, look, I'm not married. I wouldn't get married if I didn't think that I could keep it in my pants, right? There's nobody stopping you. If you want to swing your thing around, make your snake look at things, whatever you want to do, go ahead, do it. That's up to you, your prerogative. If you do get married though, don't do that. Like, unless you have an arrangement with your wife. And hopefully, just hopefully she knows about it too, right? We don't have to really make this thing complicated here. Don't cheat. Ned Fulmer, don't Fulmer it. It's the situation.
And I'm glad that we have a lovely daughter. But it's like in every marriages, you always have ups and downs. And
I'm just certain brown people so photogenic. I'm very jealous of them. This dude reminded me. Every time someone takes a picture of me, I'm like, I look like that? I mean, look at him, bro. It looked like he got caught mid-sneeze and trying to say something.
And we had our ups and downs. You sometimes
been handed a life sentence when it was marriage. I guess to him that is the life sentence, isn't it? Just the way he's talking about it, he's like, sometimes you gotta complete your responsibility and just stay with your wife. It's not a fun thing. I don't like it. I'd like to stay with my friend's wife, but sometimes you have to stay with your own.
Though I was happy.
Oh, he's happy again. Guys, he's happy again. Look at that. What a beautiful smile right there. That's nightmare fuel. You know the movie Monsters, Inc.? They should have used him as Mike Wazowski. Just put that face and put like little hands coming out of it. I'd be scared.
To some degree, I wasn't really content. And that is when this dating started.
I drove. Okay, all right. Listen. Let's talk about that just for a second. We're adults, hopefully. If you're a kid, you'll be an adult soon enough. World War III. It might happen. You might get married. You might just not be happy. You to be happy. It might just come a time where you're like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. In which case, man the fuck up and get a divorce, dude. Like, don't drag your family to this. Don't not communicate with your wife. And she's like, oh, my husband's so nice. And then you're like on dating apps trying to be like, 20-year-olds. Like, that's just giving men a bad rap. At least be the creepy single person. That's like, best case scenario, DiCaprio. You're like such a good actor. You're like, it's okay that he's creepy. You know what I mean? Like, do something like that. This is like Family Man, but not with my family. Kind of stupid if you
Family Man. That one was fun. This is like Family Man, but not with my family.
20 years with his wife, Shree felt checked out of his marriage. That's when in his free time, he would go on dating apps and quickly met someone he fell for.
I don't know how you could do it, by the way. I would be sweating every time my wife walked in the room if I had to hide, Oh, honey, it's just a picture of my niece's, my cousin, mother's niece's sister's brother's friend. Just say some shit like that. Like, that's crazy. I don't want that pressure of lying to people in my own household. That's too much, sir. I don't know if I can handle that.
I think it started back in October. I met this individual.
Meet African singles. I'm sorry. It's not the fact that it's meet African singles. It's the fact that the third person on the right is a white person. That's very confusing to me. If he's African, I'm Chinese. Wow. Okay, meet African singles. Here it is. Even more confused because the girl is white.
Then it moved into kind of daily chat on WhatsApp. The name is Romy Smith, probably about 27, 28.
Is that African to you, do you think? Maybe South African.
It's really fantastic. Do you think? Does that sound African too? Do you think?
Whites, maybe. All right, cool. That's fine. Let's not just let everybody can be any race. It's cool. I love that. But this is Wattpad. She looks like she's a model, and that's all I have to go off there. I guess he finds her attractive. He went on that African dating site. He found the one non-African. He was like, "That's my girl."
Very slim build and very attractive, quite charming, and about outspoken personality.
Outspoken personality for an old
Very
guy.
beautiful. I would say Brazilian. I don't know.
Boobs or butt cheeks or
Venezuela.
something.
I don't know. I don't
keep
know. I
thinking
have no
about it. I'm
idea.
like, if you didn't have game in your prime to get some of these baddies, when is this happening for you? You think you're George Clooney or something, right? Because it only works for certain guys. Not every guy is like, yes, better looking with age. A lot of y'all age like dried fruits and shit. Like I'm in that category. I'm gonna look horrible in like 2 years. But like, my God, dude, this is out of everybody's league. I'm just saying, unless you got like Briz of like Brad Pitt or something. I don't even know if he's the guy. But like, bro, you got a wife and kids. What are you doing?
Great faith.
She's a follower in Christ. That's good. You need to know when you're cheating on someone that the person you're cheating with is also believing in Christ, because you don't want that bullshit. But like, I'm cheating and I'm not religious. It's like I can't cheat with you. How are we're gonna pray together?
I wish this guy would talk about. The idiots that. I don't. There's too many people. I'm not gonna give names.
Together or not? Well, then I'm not cheating on you. Then.
Very ambitious, running their own business, a boutique business, produces content for TikTok.
Ooh, boutique TikTok. What would that look like, sir? What is a boutique TikTok? I couldn't even begin to guess what fuckery that is. A boutique TikTok, if you will. Those are just two words someone slammed together to try and make a new thing. It's like a youthful old person. What is it?
Which actually resonate.
There it is. Okay.
With the faith belief and people.
Yeah, so she's got a big gash on her forehead. I'm just reading the comments. I don't know.
Look like the same girl to me. I don't know
what this is, but it says, "Girl, do you not notice the mud on your forehead?" Lol. I don't know if this is some believing in Christ thing. I want to go back and see how the content is Christ-like. Spend the morning with me is one. She's got a cup of coffee in the other. One says groom. I know what that means. Get ready with me. I may be old, but slick back tutorial. Lots of things that Jesus would probably want to do with his hair if he was here right now, because you know that shit is luscious AF.
Lifting up people's mood.
She's probably lifting up something else of yours, right? And this is why we're here, because that's what's happening. You hit your midlife crisis, your wife suddenly doesn't look as good as these baddies on TikTok, you're doom scrolling, and the thing is pointing up. It's finally been moving after a while. That's what's happening, dude. Get to the gym, do something, get a divorce if you don't want to be with your wife. If you do, make that shit work. But stop creeping on the TikTok bed. Please don't do that. Please.
But this seems to me like it's a person who is created by God.
Bro, my ninja over here is a simp. This boy just said she was created by God. She makes TikToks about get ready with me in the morning, and this dude is like, I never seen a woman like this in my life before. They don't have this in Sri Lanka. They do though. They have some very fine women there, but like, even if they don't, whatever, it doesn't matter, because you're out the game, sir. The Monopoly board is closed. The shop is over. It's over. Okay, garage closed. We're not in service anymore. Come back some other time, please. Don't be looking at these girls
Catholic
on TikTok.
ashes,
This is
you're
how
right.
men
I
get
think
such
you're right. Yeah, you're right. Catholic ashes makes sense.
bad reputation, because girls are just trying to be like, do their own thing on social media, and then you don't know who's watching, and it's not up to them to be like, I'm not gonna wear certain things because guys are gonna look at me. That's not a thing. Old guys should not be doing this. That's all I'm saying.
You sure about that?
Unless apparently you're very sexy, then it's okay apparently, but I don't know.
A flawless person.
She's a flawless person. She doesn't have flaws. She's like a house that's 3 stories but doesn't have flaws. She's a big house of a person. Flawless.
He's got such a good manners and upbringing, and the religious belief and the faith and the trust.
Yes, I can see that from the picture of her wiping her mouth in a sensual manner while eating a chocolate-covered strawberry. That her faith in Jesus Christ is the strongest thing about her. Seems to be correct, sir. I'm definitely not reaching for this one, Unc.
That's what really actually helped me to see things differently. I would just...
yes, just a quote from the Bible passages. What? That's, John 2:12. What? Was just in the shower, wish you were here, winky face. And you know, because he's brown, even though he doesn't have the accent. In my head, I read it like, was just in the shower, wish you were here. Like, I Like it's not good.
Just has shower and thinking about you, and she was messaging. Actually, it's a kind of uplifting the conversation.
Yeah, I'm so sure it's lifting up something of yours. I don't think I need to hear this more than a couple times. Okay, you're in the shower, you're thinking about the Lord and Christ and Savior and her at the same time. We don't know what's getting lit up. I mean, anything, bro. But like, man, this is a crazy level of hypocrisy, being like, I'm a faithful man. Literally, I'm a man of faith, except I am also unfaithful. Wow.
How do you handle conflict in a relationship? What would you do if you're unhappy?
I often wonder about the scammers who are like probably borderline unlicensed therapists at this point, because they have to say things like, communication is so important to me. I bet you some of these scammers go home to their actual partners and they're like, talk to me, darling. Please communicate. Tell me how you really feel and how you see me in our future together. They're like, damn, did you eat today? That's crazy. Wow.
And how would you express that to the other person? Or would you actually disrespect that person?
Oh, this dude is talking about his ex-partners. Damn, he says, that's good to hear. I've had partners act very immature before. I bet you he did this when he was like writing the text. One hand was like, I had partners act very immature before, you know? But they don't anymore. Don't ask why. Don't ask questions.
In public by shouting. Or would he be decent enough to have the conversation like an adult to discuss and find a resolution?
Well, she looks like she's in her early 20s, so I don't know, man. Because her frontal lobe isn't even developed yet, sir. You to be honest, either. Actually, so we might be in the same boat here. Skill-based matchmaking, if you will.
My love for you.
Rami, I just want you to, my love for you is pure. Show me the mass cheeks, girl.
And she responded, I know my husband.
Oh, I thought she said, I know my husband. But she put the comma. I know my husband. That's good. So he's got 2 wives, but he doesn't have 2 lives. So this shit is fucked up.
Shree felt feelings for Romy that he hadn't felt.
Oh, I like this picture right here. This is definitely one that won't ever bring up conversation between people. I like this. I like the idea that this dude thinks that he's gonna get with her, bring her around the family, and none of them are gonna have any questions like, what the fuck is wrong with you, idiot? Like just the normal things.
Crypto, and Romy had the perfect solution.
My knowledge of cryptocurrency was extremely poor.
You're going to be extremely poor very soon by investing in cryptocurrency, my friend. It's not that you can't invest in crypto, it's that you shouldn't do
that. If there is anything that
what do these old people think that the young girls who are on TikTok are going to do? What is this beacon of hope that I'm seeing? Like, it's like my wife, she's like a 4. She's like, sometimes I see her, I'm like, but like you got like, are you fun as hell? I love the way your body works. Something like that. You're going to save me from my marriage sexually, but also my finances are messed up. You also seem to be able to save me with that. Just everything in my life that is not gone well. I look at you, I see you on TikTok, you fixed my life. That's how life is going to work. How do you wake up one day?
It's also for me very curious that there's so many victims. Like, how many stupid people can be out there? What's wrong with the world?
And believe this dumb shit. Like, you have to have lost your mind at some point. I don't understand. That's all.
Romy's aware of that.
Of course, she does know. She knows the site is called Crest Access. If you take the cess out of it, it's just Crest Ass, which is where he's got cresty ass.
Particular platform, 1,000, and your investment will rise up to around about 35%.
That's how it works, man. You find a really attractive person. I was gonna say girl, but it could be a guy.
How can there be so many stupid people in this world? Like, I understand. I don't know. I understand. I don't know what I understand. 10,000, 100,000 stupid people, but there's millions of stupid people.
Anything. You find an attractive person, but what's even more attractive is the fact that they hold cryptocurrency within them. And then you invest in it, and this was the problem. The world didn't know about investing in crypto. As soon as you invest, your money goes up. Life changes, your bowls get drained. It's a good day. It's a good day for Shree. That's good. 30% just goes up. Nobody ever asked the question, if it was going up 30%, wouldn't some of these rich people who are like famous for investing already be doing it? Warren Buffett comes to mind, perhaps. Nope, nothing. All right. Sometimes I see why people are in the position they're in.
When I had the request for the promotion, I had a time limit to complete that transfer.
Yeah, no, that makes even more sense. That's exactly how that shit works. Hey, we're gonna log you out if you don't give us $40,000. I mean, we're having an end of year sale. If you invest now, we'll just throw $2 million at you. But if you don't, we'll take your kid.
Cost close to $50,000. Despite red flags, he still felt like Romy is the woman for him and not his wife.
These two pictures, this is a mismatch made in heaven. It's like two different stories. You know, you're watching a movie and you're like, I want to watch. The right is like a gritty crime drama. The left is like a cute rom-com. Two completely different movies. Imagine if Martin Scorsese, you guys know Goodfellas? Imagine if that was a romantic comedy and all the Goodfellas were kissing each other. Would that be cool? Would you, at like midway through the movie, you'd be like, I don't know about this.
I'm feeling the distance. Probably between us, probably for the best part of 16 years.
So you had 4 years of happiness.
I also had a scammer during COVID. I had a scammer, and I realized it was a scammer. And we kept on communicating. No. He supported me. Wait, I had to sneeze. He supported me emotionally. I didn't pay him any money. I think I'm getting a cold, man. I didn't have to pay him any money. But he kept on writing me, and then I wrote back. And he thought that when I'm going to be in America, that I'll help him out or something like that. I don't know.
4 years of happiness, and then 4 times 4 years of unhappiness, and you did nothing about it. But now you're taking action by cheating on her. You're taking action, bro, except it's the wrong type of action. 16 years of unhappiness, guys. Why get married if you're just clearly not cut out for it? I don't understand some people. I'm just so like, what is this, man? I'm disappointed in Uncle over here. Uncle, stop it, man.
Not working. I think she dedicated herself too much to work. She spent even weekends most of the time working really hard.
This fool says it like it's a bad thing. She spent so much time working. Why don't she work on my dick? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the why? Why is this a bad thing to all these catfish people? She's probably working so you can spend all her hard-earned money on cryptocurrency, dude. I mean, if she's working during the weekends and you're swiping right on Tinder, who do you think is the worst? Because if it's not you need therapy, spend that $48K on therapy, sir.
Things in life, taking care of family, take them on a holiday, look up to the child.
That is what having a family is about, yeah. Actually, contrary to what he says, it makes it sound like prison. I quite actually fancy the idea that it might be one of the coolest and most joyous experiences you can have. I'm sure if you love the person you're with, it's one of the happiest, most fantastic things in the world. You just have to find the person that you're willing and want to do it with. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. Like, it's not like they're saying you have to get married no matter what. I think a lot of people just think that they need to. There's no pressure, sir. But if you're going to get married, you might as well enjoy it. So find something you like.
We all are sinners. As for Romy, I find it, it's a kind of very open, smooth communication.
We're all sinners. That Jesus died for us, but you don't have to desecrate the grave, sir. You know what I mean? He did die for that, but like, you don't have to open it. You don't have to cheat. If someone opened a tab and said, get what you want, you don't have to drink, is what I'm saying. You can still continue with monogamy or anything else that doesn't require you to be a sinner type beat. I think we're perfect for each other. Never mind. I don't know why he didn't say anything. You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. He has a wife. I'm just saying.
I find Romy is much more attractive.
And then your wife? You compare those two. Well, he's a gooner.
What are you doing? I'm teaching you a lesson.
This dude, I bet you, he's like, he watches the pornos and he's like, just trying to message these girls like, how much? What are you? Can I see you? Shorty, please text back. Something like that. Late night gooning.
I just wanted to find the truth. The honesty is not the best policy. Honesty is the only policy for me.
This dude unintentionally drops the hottest bar of his life. He says,
honesty is not the best policy. It's the only policy
for me. Weird. What's in this dude's head, man?
And then he cheats on his wife. Woo! when you drop bars like that, it's so far on the bad side that I start to enjoy it again. I'm like, well, this dude is so funny. He's like borderline insane.
Yeah, it's actually a tough situation because he claims him and his wife are separated, yet they're still living together. But
does she know that they're separated, though, Brie? That's my question, because I don't think she knows that they're separated. Because if she did know they're separated, I don't think he'd have a house. I think he'd be doing this from a bin somewhere, trying to collect the Wi-Fi from Starbucks.
He even told us that his daughter knew about it and that she disclosed, hey, I'm not going to tell mom about it.
What? Oh, so the daughter knows too? It's such a tough position because, like, as a kid, I'm sure you'd want to. I don't know how. I wouldn't know how to tackle that. Oh, I just feel sorry for the kid. I know she's over 18, but, like, still, that is... Imagine your parents going through that. Imagine watching Scamfish and then seeing your dad be like, I didn't really like my wife. My kid is okay. She's not bad, but she's, you know, I like big titty. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, that would kill me. I'd be done. I'd just turn off my computer, throw my internet away, call my internet company, be like, F you. I just leave planet. I'll go to Mars, I guess.
Kind of a weird moment was we were doing the interview with him and his wife and daughter walked into the room and we're just kind of like hanging out in the background, looking around.
So I wanted to show you the full version of this moment because they actually show you in full where he's talking to the Scamfish team, telling them about like how he wants this girl. She's the most beautiful. She's like a god. And the wife walks in and then he has to pretend like he's talking about houses. And it's the most awkward situation possible. I just don't understand how you can wake up and continue to live like that, living a lie. It just seems like it would eat me up if I had like all these secrets that I wasn't sharing with my partner. I don't know. That's just like a really bad way to live.
And mostly the larger room is occupied and the second small room is I use it.
What the fuck is this shit? She has a big room anybody can live in. You guys can live in. Usually I occupy the small room because I mean, it's small. I'm she done. Anyway, I like the big titties, man. Can you give me some big titty? I just 2-piece. I like it 2-piece.
Yeah, time is, I think, hold on. Well, you're going out somewhere.
This must have been very awkward for the other person. If it was me, I know this is why Scamfish would never hire me. I would be like, so about that girl that you want to date and said that was sexier than your wife. Just come through the speaker and stuff and it'd be over.
Yeah, no, I'm still on.
Okay,
all right.
Huh?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right. Huh? Yeah.
What a freak.
Blow her the kiss of death. So that's the kiss of a man who doesn't want to blow kisses. You know, that's kind of the one that you do before you do your finishing move in WWE. When you're on the top rope, you're like, and then you like drop kick someone. That's how it feels.
She's probably going out. I think she's trying to get some makeup stuff.
It's definitely a little strange.
Well, hello, awkward situation for everyone. I've never seen that before. This is essentially kind of like almost catching a cheater in the act, almost like virtually, let's say, a situation in which someone has to come in the room and you start lying in your own household is, I know I keep saying it, but like, I can't deal with that. Life is so much easier when you don't have to lie about that, right? It is so much easier when you can wake up and someone says, how are you, whatever, and you're like, I feel like shit, G. Just say it. Just be yourself. It's so much easier doing that.
I want to make sure that he understands that this is going on YouTube and that he should do the right thing, which is disclose this information to his wife.
Yeah, he's putting it up on YouTube, a platform where millions of people can see who he is. Instead of telling his wife he's going to put this up on a platform that is guaranteed to get hundreds of thousands of views, because Scamfish is a great channel and people watch the video. And then my dumbass also is going to put the video up. So like, it's going to be multiplied. It's like this man wants to get into trouble. He's just waiting for it to happen. Okay. All right, dude, put it up on YouTube. Let's see how that plays out for you.
I've never understood why people want to come to us and go public with their story before going to a significant other. Like, that's wild to me. But
you know why it is, David boy? It's because on the off chance that this beautiful goddess woman, Romy, is real, this man won't even think twice about ditching his family to get with that. You know, some men, that's all I'm going to say. Some men.
Romy, we have a phone number, and then we also have a link to the website where he was asked to invest funds. In the magazine.
Hutton Butler.
She's a baddie, dude. Except her name isn't Romy. Her name is Hutton. Oh, damn. What a name. Hutton Hutton Butler. That's a Midwest whitish name. Is it Hutton Butler? Hutton Butler, you get your ass down here right this second. And Hutton. I never heard that name. Hutton. Sounds like mutton with an H. It is though.
Always welcome to come service. Google that name, Hutton Butler. I mean, that's her.
Oh, and then they find her, and the name is Hutton Butler, which is a funny name. That's a fun name right there, Hutton Butler.
Yeah.
And her profile looks like. Could you imagine her profile also having him there? What would those pictures look like? What would that couple's goal picture look like? It's him in a balaclava looking like he's running 2 miles, and it's her looking like she's dressed up for Coachella always. He really thought he's gonna get with Hutton Butler.
Fly Daddy Nick. Ooh, that's a name. And he has the same picture of her. And on top of it, there's 15,000.
Oh, the way he's holding her, that's a fly daddy position right there. This is like, look who I bagged. It ain't some groceries, but she fine as hell. You know what I mean? Look at the cakes I got right there.
Here we go. They're a couple.
Yeah, that was this year.
All right. So we know she's in a relationship. We know.
Fly Daddy Nick actually doesn't even look like he's comfortable in that relation. Like she looks like he's photoshopped in his own couple's photo. So maybe she's so fine that like no men can touch it. She's got like aura. The guys just disintegrate when they get too close to her. Only Shri can get through.
We know her real name's Hutton Butler. Sounds good.
Once the team felt like they had enough proof to show Shri,
I want this picture to be next to the picture of her like holding her man, and I want it to like hold his face up, and this is the couple's picture. It's him looking like he's just straight up robbed a 7-Eleven. She's like holding him up, and she's like, this is the real hold up. It's my man.
Shri, we sat down with him one last time to get him to see the truth.
So now they get to sit down with him again and tell him that her name is Hutton Butler. He's been romance scammed, all that stuff. But more importantly, they ask him about his marriage, and Bree really tries her hardest. I've never seen her so annoyed at someone before, but this Shri over here refuses to answer questions. He's just like a slithery snake in the way that he avoids questions when someone's like, hey, how will you tell your wife? And he's like, well, things have to be done and the quest must be completed. He just speaks in like guru terminology, like fake guru. I mean, to kind of, he's giving.
It's impossible for a wife to not know. Come on, it's just so weird. But then you don't like. I told you. Then again, so many people are so stupid. I know that it's hard to believe, but they're so stupid. And I also wanted to myself, how come there's so many stupid people? Why?
Guru.
You guys been to Sri Lanka?
Many times.
Yeah, that's David's second home.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would have not thought David would have went to Sri Lanka, let alone many times. What you got going in Sri Lanka, sir? What you got going there, baby?
Whatever happened to me or whatever happening around me is not going to have an impact. Good things can come out of this. So
why does this mother fluffer speak like a fortune cookie? You just break it apart. I'm feeling peaceful today. Nothing will happen. And it doesn't matter if it does, because everything around me doesn't affect me personally. Your lucky numbers today are 1, 3, and 6, 7. Ah, God.
Outside of feeling peaceful, what are you expecting to hear today?
I think it's mostly, I feel that a betrayal.
So, okay.
Wait.
Oh, so he feels peaceful, and they ask him, what do you think's going to happen? He's like, I'm pretty sure betrayal. Yeah. That's probably what's going to happen. Lost breakfast, if you will.
Question. So you feel like you were betrayed, or you feel like you betrayed someone else?
I think it is probably I have been betrayed.
You don't have to think about it. They were asking what you meant by what you said, and he's like answering it like it's a multiple choice question. The way his eyes dart about it, he's like, I think that...
The guy's mentally not there, I believe. You cannot be so mentally... You cannot be so stupid.
I was betrayed. How does that answer sound? Is that good? Nope. All right.
Communication with you, how do you feel?
Two aspects to that, because being a mental health nurse, I don't normally judge people on.
You know what I mean? You're trying to turn on that roving thought up with her. Am I right or am I right?
There's a deeper level understanding you can only have after getting to know the person inside.
But Shri, I mean...
No, David. He said what he said. He wants to get to know her inside.
No, David. No, David. He has such a humor, you know. I don't know how to. You cannot. That's the thing. I could invent a word. I always think to myself, I would like to invent a word, you know, about how do you invent a word? That would be a good word to invent too. You have dark humor, you have cynical humor. No. This is a kind of, like a sly humor, but then I didn't invent the word. I don't know. I have to think about it.
You know what I mean? He would like to get to know her deeper. He'd like to get to know her sexually. Okay, I'm glad that everybody got that.
Like, I'm gonna call the kettle black right now. She's 20-something years old. She's a hot 20-something.
Whoa!
You're saying that was never a thing?
Whoa, David, chill out. Your wife's right next to you, bro. She can hear you. She's within earshot. Some say things like, this woman who's pretty good looking is not the best looking woman I've ever seen. That one is right beside me. David, please.
Truly believed and felt that whatever is said by her is really, she meant it.
Shri, I feel like you're not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just asked, like, David is implying that Shri has picked Romy or Happy, whichever, because of her looks. Because clearly it's because everybody and their mother can see that. And instead of answering the question, he's like, I think the personalities match. And he just starts going off on tangents, do not make any sense. And I feel like I'm even listening to them and it's just boring me to the fact that it just sounds like noise till I agree with him. So he seems to be doing this well.
Because you said you don't judge on the face value.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, when you started talking to her initially, I mean, she's this cute 20-something-year-old.
Yo, hey, your wife is right there, bro. What are you doing? You just called her hot, and now you doubled down and called her cute. What are you gonna start using the pet names you use for your wife? Chill out, dude. Let me say the things. He's just like unprovoked, being like, she's hot, right? We can all admit she's one of the finest girls I've ever seen in my life. Talk to, and she's not too. You know what I mean? Why are you saying this?
I'm 59.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
and
less
then-
than half.
And so
She did talk to her parents about it. They weren't quite happy. Eventually, they agreed.
Wow, that's an interesting way to say, I still want to get some of that, please and thank you. She had a talk with her parents. They weren't too happy, but then they realized her happiness is all that matters, even though their daughter's boyfriend was older than them. Very likely that's what the case would have been if it was a real situation. Interesting, dude. It's a very interesting situation when you're meeting the parents and you were born before them. You could say things like, when I was your age to the parents, that's kind of like fucked up. And then also that to the daughter, because, you know, you might say something like, once, remember when TVs got color? And then she'd be like, what? You know, and it's kind of like a little creepy coming from so many generations down. I'm not really like, look, love is love. I'm okay with it. But like, we can genuinely, objectively say that like 40 years difference is a lot.
how would you feel if your daughter was dating someone that was 59?
So then Bree turns it on his head and says, what happens if your daughter was dating someone your age? And instead of him being like, I see what you mean, I get it, he's like, yeah, I mean, if that's what she wants, that's what she gets. My baby gets all that she wants. If she likes older men, it just gives me more reason to try fucking some other bitches. I'm just like, come on, man.
I will sit down and discuss and see, but at the end of the day, I will respect her decision.
Who is also married, because you're married still.
Why did he say it like that? Bree caught him out too. She was like, yeah, but also, what if he's married though? Like you, right? Because you're married. And he's like, yeah, I'm married. Yeah. Why do you keep bringing that up? I'm trying not to be. Or at least I'm trying to get married again to a slightly newer model. You know what I mean? Like a newer model, if that makes sense.
My purpose in life has changed. My passion is to build a healing ministry.
What does
Yeah,
that mean?
you're gonna see another side of me, Shri.
What the hell did I? What? That I didn't edit anything. I
Yeah,
didn't
that's-
cut like something. There was no statement before
I'm
that.
curious.
She was just
I'm
like,
curious
"You're
what
married."
Brianna's gonna say.
And then he says yes, and then he's like,
Gonna build a healing ministry.
heal the world, make it a better place. I'm trying to get a 20-year-old back to my fucking place.
How will your wife feel watching this video back?
I think it is a valid question.
I don't think there's anything more insulting in the world that I've seen than Bree bringing up some excellent points, explaining like, if you're gonna open up a healing ministry, why don't you put your wife there first and see how she reacts to all of the heinous things you've done? And in response, he's like, you know what, I want you, Bree, let me say something straight from the heart. Flick the nips, nip flick. Like, what response is that? There is only one worse response than flicking your own nips when someone asks you a question, and that is, hey, what's that? Flicked your nip. That's the only worst thing. Flicking someone else's nip. Pretty sure that's illegal, actually.
I accept what you're saying, but I don't 100% agree.
There you go. I get it, Bree. You're totally right. But guess what? Flick the nips, you're wrong.
In your life, I think, write many chapters. You need to close the chapter in order to open the new one that you have a purpose.
What the hell? What? This sounds like a dude who's trying to reach essay word limit or something. At 800 words, he's like, I think sometimes we all need to realize that sometimes it isn't time for us to just think or do these things that we don't think that we're capable of doing. And that's why we don't do them. When we're ready to do them, that's when the thing comes out, and we just know that we're ready to do that thing that we do. Amen. Jesus.
You can see that this guy, this dude is this comedian or whatever, moderator. He's smart because his brain can work very quickly. Do you see how quickly he can bullshit and da? Some people's brains are just so sharp. And I always also told you, in order to be funny, you have to be intelligent. You have to be quick in the mind, and make things.
What about everyone else that you're hurting? I mean, if you could just speak to your wife and your daughter right now, what would you tell them?
Tell them this. Flick the nips, West Side. I'm going to get with Rami. You know what I mean? It's over. My daughter's 18. My girlfriend's 22. My wife is over the hill. See you later. Mater.
I think I'll be very honest.
Oh, okay. Finally. You know what I mean? All right. First time for everything, sir.
I'm a kind of person, I just kind of discuss things at the human level. I know how compassion needs to work.
I discuss things at the human level. Unlike, some people who discuss things like this. That's the robot level. There are other levels that I won't show you because it will blow your brains out. But yeah, I usually discuss things in the human form unless needed otherwise, because I'm a mental health patient. Both. I'm an impatient worker. Stop being mental. Like that kind of thing. I'm very impatient, That's who I am.
Why is this easier for you to get on YouTube with us, but why would you not go to your wife first and then come to us?
Okay.
That was an interesting response to a question that Brie asked. I think she asked what you'd say to your wife and kids, and then he proceeded to ChatGPT me into sleep. That was an experience, dude. Imagine asking someone a question and they start just like freestyling and none of it mattered. Holy crap, that was impressively bad. Felt like I was doing acid there.
I mean, I genuinely value that, the honest feedback from you. I appreciate that.
It's not feedback. He asked the question. It's not feedback. He asked the question, sir.
But why would you not go to your wife first and then come to us?
He asked, why wouldn't you go to your wife? And then the dude was like,
okay.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I appreciate that question. Next.
David asked you a question. This isn't feedback, it's a question.
Oh, I mean, the only main reason I came to you guys.
It's like this dude didn't prepare for his own segment on the show. It's almost as if he doesn't even know why the hell he's doing anything. He just woke up one day and was like, you know what would be fun? I think I'm going to ruin my marriage, guys. This should be fun. I think it'll be hella cool. And then people are asking why, and he's like, I don't know, dude. I'm not sure.
The way you structure your investigation, I wanted to kind of find the truth and open up and have a discussion.
Translation, I wanted to see if she was real because she's not just a snack, she's a meal. Translation, I wanted to see if I could make a new life. RIP, see you later, my wife. Type B.
This morning, your time at 8:45, when you checked, you had the rug pulled up from under you. This is called a pig butchering scam.
So then Dave starts explaining the whole process.
I know him from YouTube.
In this romance scam, pig butchering scam, which is just like they got like someone who they thought was an easy target. Indeed, he was.
Some people can get really bitter about these things. The truth will always set me free. So
you're a man of many, many quotes.
I think he's a man of many, many lack of brain cells. Actually, I don't know if he really truly understands anything that's going on. Like he even says that someone destroyed his life and they try and destroy everything about you. And maybe in some cases it actually is true that scammers do that. But in my experience, watching a lot of Scamfish, I see a lot of people who are like almost willingly destroying their lives. Because if it wasn't a scammer, it would be someone else. If it wasn't a scammer and he did find a girl, it would have just been him destroying his life. And I think that's really the problem here, is that the scammer is not the worst person in the story somehow. And that's bad, dude. Tree, that's pretty bad.
Actually Hutton Butler. She is the person in the images, but she is not the person that you are talking to.
Yeah.
That was the of a man who has to stay with his wife and family. How sad. How sad for this man. I'm going to read you the comments at the end. You're going to read.
Hutton also has a boyfriend, which we were able to confirm.
She mentioned that they broke up July last year.
Yeah, she broke up with what is it? Daddy something. Daddy Fat Cheeks, I'm just gonna call him. And then she's like, you know what I really need is a man. And by man, I mean like an old man. Hopefully like a man who's already had a kid who's like my age, basically. That should really do it for me. And I'm gonna go with a Sri Lankan dude from the UK because, you know, I'm trying to be exotic these days.
This is essentially an investment, a fake investment website. And if it was a legitimate website, they would want the website to be in Google because.
So then they tell him that the website was a scam as well. And after him basically finding out that this is a complete lie, he's lost $50,000 and probably genuinely lost his wife. He's like, credit to you, G. You guys are great. You and Bree did the job 100%. Now I'm cured. I'm glad that everything's sorted out. I can finally rest in peace knowing that I will never get a baddie. Thanks.
If it didn't happen, that probably they will kind of continue to do the same thing. I have a sense of forgiveness as well.
He's forgiving them, right? Because it doesn't matter what they did. What really matters is that he was jacking off to those pictures. Because that's the thing that actually 100% happened. You can't sit here and tell me this dude was not doing that. He was gooning to those. This unk was gooning. I'm learning the terminology, guys. I'm going to get it one day when it's outdated.
What about asking your wife for forgiveness?
It's not a discussion that you can start and have and finish.
It is a discussion that you can start and have and fucking finish. Of course it is. You word salad motherfucker. Are you serious? It is 100% a discussion you can, should, and will finish with your family. Because if you don't, they're going to finish the relationship with you. I don't know how this wife is going to stay with that when she figures everything out. I felt very sorry for her. So sorry that she has to put up with this clown.
And everything, because it will take some time, but I will definitely achieve that.
Are you going to achieve divorce? That's all that's going to happen. Go S-tier divorce.
Well, I am probably guessing it could be Ghana or maybe Nigeria.
And they're located in Frankfurt, Germany.
What?
So for whatever reason, this dude picks the final 2 seconds of the video to be like casual racism, speedrun. And then he's like, it's either Ghana or Nigeria. And they're like, Germany. And then he was like, Pikachu face, like, what? Not to be outdone with the casual racism speedrun. He's like, yeah, but they're black though, right? It's African person, right? And then Bree's like, we don't know that. Okay, the Germans have been known to do some shady things in their past history. Doesn't matter what color, okay?
I think I'm very privileged and very humbled by the experience. Thank you so much for everything.
He ends by saying he's privileged and joyful for the experience and also humble. I want to read you some comments before I say my final thing. Here, I'll just read you 3. Honesty is the only policy, he says, as he cheats on his wife. If I found out my man referred to another woman as a flawless person created by God, I'd be on the fucking news. And I would too, if my girl said that. If I had a girl and she was like, I love whoever guy, and he's the most flawless person ever, you're okay too, honey. I wouldn't end up on the news, but I'd end up on the street crying. I'd be sad. And then final comment, I'm so glad you exposed this horrible person, and I don't mean to scam. My boy really just needs to give it up. Gooning to kids, basically like 20-something-year-olds, is bad enough. Like, I'm half this dude's age, and it still feels like a little weird thinking about like if someone's like 18, 19, I'd be like, look, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like we'd have a lot in common, really. So I don't know how he can make this distinction. I don't know what is going through his head, but I know what's going through his nuts, and he is nuts for doing this. Guys, if you don't want to get married, don't. But if you do want to get married, please try and treat it like it's a sanctimonious affair. Try and actually love your spouse. Otherwise, don't do it. Or you'll end up on Scamfish and lose money and possibly a relationship that you had for 16 years. Take care, you guys. Hopefully, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
My lovely people, I hope that you enjoyed. I took off my makeup, as you could see. There was not much on anyways, but to have to sleep with clean skin. And now I will migrate from the living room to the bedroom, put myself in bed, and go to sleep. It's 3 o'clock, and anyways, I'm tired, so I want to rest, and tomorrow I have to wake up. Tomorrow I can sleep in, but I will wake up, and then I want to go down, get some grocery things, and then I want to cook a dish, and then I want to do a wash, and then I want to do some cleaning that I already have arrange for today. I have to finish the cupboard tomorrow. That's basically, I start the cupboard and tomorrow I have to finish the cupboard. And yeah, a little bit of this and that. And then in the evening I will have a visitor. And, or we shall see what will happen. But basically I have things to do in the morning when I wake up. I hope that you will all enjoy the rest of your beautiful Friday. And I'll see you around the corner when you hit Saturday, because I hit Saturday much faster than you, all of you, majority-wise. I'm always in front, and I always say things first, and I'm in front with time as well. It is what it is. It's a fact. I just thought of it now. It's true. I always see you in the future. I'm already in the future. I'm on Saturday, and then you come. You know, you're still on Friday. My Friday is already finished. I'm going to sleep. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I'm really sorry that I can't be entertaining. I don't have the time. There's anyways no subjects or topics to find on YouTube. Even if I would have the time, I would struggle. And yeah, I do the best I can. I hang out, I chat. And I will never, like, how to say, I'll never be too busy for YouTube. It's always our little private place where we can talk and joke and we know stuff about each other. Okay, fine, you know stuff about me that other people don't know. It's my private place, my secret place. We can talk about what we want. Just watch out not to get striked. And with this, I say hugs and peace, peace, peace.